This podcast is brought to you by FactionMotorsports. We are an automotive performance shop located in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our shop is easy to get to from Route 17, 3, and 21. We are also only 15 minutes away from New York City. Faction Motorsports provides services that include but are not limited to performance part installations, suspension overhauls, general maintenance, engine installations, tire mounting and balancing, and custom four-wheel alignments with our in-house Hunter alignment machine. We also stock a range of performance products in-house. From AN fittings and gaskets to complete body kits, we try to stock as many parts as we can to provide quick shipping times for our website customers and same-day pickup for locals. Make sure to shoot us an email if you are looking to set up an appointment or if you are looking for a part that is not up on our website. Our email is sales@factionmotorsports.com. We are also on Instagram at FactionMotorsports. Was that music you had on, Malcolm?
Yeah, it's an intro.
That sounded weird. I don't know.
Oh, ew, is that what I look like with glasses? God damn. Jesus. Well, I had to see today, so. All right, well, welcome everybody to another episode of Faction After Hours. We're here to bring you a... Wait, didn't I just say that? Welcome to another episode.
You're good.
I'm here to bring you another episode.
You're good.
Tonight we're bringing you another guest from Freedom Motorsports. We have Tony Martin. Welcome, everybody.
Yes. Tony Martin's here.
He has no idea there's a live audience that's watching him right now.
Where is Freedom Motorsports in Pennsylvania? What's the name of the town?
Exton, Pennsylvania.
Okay, I remember that name.
I had no idea where we went. We went there, and it was, first of all, you guys welcomed us there with open arms. I think there was a lady there who let me use the restroom, too, and I already said sorry to her, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to use the bathroom.
Did you blow it up or something?
Andy was like, just tell, I don't know who was in the office, but just tell them sorry. So I walked in, I'm like, hey, sorry. He's like, oh, I run a shop here full of boys. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
That's funny.
But yeah, man, thank you for coming on. It's nice to have other people from like shops as well.
I love to
so
have
we can
other shop owners on so we can bullshit and talk about everything.
Yeah,
Which a lot of that happened already before we went on, but yeah. What was that one thing I wanted to talk about though? Oh, every time I go to Freedom to drop a car, because Andy tunes there, so we bring a lot of cars there to get tuned.
Yeah, I forgot to, I guess, mention that. But yeah,
Yeah.
Andy tunes at Freedom Motorsports.
Well, yeah, he's mobile now, but he's like that's like his home base, I would say. So, but dude, every time I go there, I'm like, oh, it's Pennsylvania, it's not that bad. And then I start driving there, and I'm like, well, you just experienced it coming here, so
Yeah.
you're just like, fuck, man, this is a lot further than I thought it would be. Like, was it 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking
And
crazy.
traffic is not fun.
Yeah,
Dude,
especially on
no.
the turnpike. The turnpike is crazy. But yeah, then you're on the Pennsylvania turnpike and shit, and there's tolls. There's like a decent amount of tolls.
Well, now I feel bad that Tony is
Yeah,
here
so
now,
do I. Yeah, I feel bad too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You can have an extra beer if you want.
Thank you.
I like having other shop people here because now Frankie can vent. This is like
Yeah.
his shit. Like, yeah, but okay,
I can
wait.
relate,
Look
I
how happy
guarantee
Tony
it.
looks though. Just right off the bat, look how happy Tony looks.
I know he looks happy.
He's pretty happy.
I can't relate.
That's
No.
that's like if we brought Chris in here, and you worked today. Did you work today? You
Yeah,
came from work.
yeah.
If we brought Chris in here after work,
Chris looks miserable. Yeah, but I don't know. That's a Chris thing.
no, what?
He just looks miserable.
No, not all the time.
I don't know.
I've seen Chris pretty fucking happy.
Malcolm,
before.
check in.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I don't know. When you're working on cars all day, is like, I don't know. You tell us, Tony. Doesn't it kind of get to you? Like,
Yeah.
It's like-
we're all glutton for punishment. I go home and work more after work. So it's
do you have your car at home or do you have it at the shop?
right now my car's at the shop. The home garage is storing the RX-7 and my side-by-side that's fully
Okay.
built with a turbo.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What
have
the
a-
fuck?
Yeah.
Yo,
we were gonna have
hold
a lot
on
of
a
questions.
minute. Hold
Yeah,
on a
it's-
minute.
It's pretty retarded.
You have a side by side that's built up.
Yeah, it makes 300 wheel.
Do you have
one
photos of this online?
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, so one time,
Malcolm, see if you can find
when me and Johnny were in, or when me and Johnny Monaco, one of our favorite guests to have on here, for now, We'll see,
Oh,
Tony.
shit.
We could see if you're about to be
Oh,
another
yeah.
favorite on here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you might be a favorite guest on.
Yeah.
Yo, you need
This
to
thing
chill
gets it,
out,
dude.
bro.
It gets it. And it's got a clutch pedal in a sequential box.
Holy shit.
What if you put like
Dude,
I'm sure you've thought
what?
about. I'm sure you've thought about this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
what if you put tires on it?
Oh yeah, I was gonna make 5x114 wheel adapters and put my TEs on it. It would,
Yeah.
and drop it because it's got full Fox coilovers on it, so you can
Holy
just
shit.
slam it. I thought about it.
Wait, okay, where are you?
Yeah. What?
I'm at
this
our
is-
friend's house, Rick's.
Oh, this sounds.
this thing's
sick.
Oh yeah, it's a 3-cylinder.
Oh! Oh my god! This is not your friend's house, bro.
Yeah, this is where we go on Saturdays and Sundays.
Sick.
This is dude, this is not.
This is where Rich and Kat got married.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, this is the Pennsylvania life, Carl.
Yeah. Wow. I need to move.
Yeah, Jersey's not like this.
I don't think they're gonna care about if I was painting cars there when Tony's fucking doing
Nah,
Mach
dude,
8.
you can do whatever you want.
Oh my, bruh.
Yeah, dude, it rips.
Yeah, I would say so.
Dude,
oh
it's
my
like, it's like
god,
watching
bruh.
a rally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
Here
it
we
goes
go.
also in creeks.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. Oh, you got a helmet on.
I'm
That's-
most impressed by
Yeah.
it. I'm most impressed by this property.
Yeah, it's a beautiful property. It's called Brandywine Outfitters in Coatesville, I believe it is.
God damn, bro. Okay, so how many cc? I see it says.
It's 1,000 cc's.
Okay, so it's a liter bike, probably.
It's basically
Sized?
like a street bike engine. It's made by Yamaha. Like I said, it's got a sequential gearbox in it.
But with a
it's
clutch pedal.
With a clutch pedal. It's got 5 speeds. It's tuned with the Dyno jet. It's got ID 1050 cc injectors. It's got a Garrett with a T25 on it.
Is there a market for people who make it this fast?
Probably.
I'm
Yeah,
sure there's
yeah,
probably somebody out
yeah.
there with a
Well,
crazy.
this stuff is big in like the desert, right?
Yeah, yeah. We run them at Hatfield McCoy in the trail system down there a lot too.
Yeah, I see people like riding these in like Arizona and dunes and shit, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I would like to put some paddles on it. We used to go down every New Year's Eve to a buddy's place in Texas, and it's called the Ranch 74, and we'd race, a bunch of these things, all of us.
That sounds
Chased by a helicopter and shit, dude. Like the best New Year's party on the planet.
Well, that sounds pretty
Yeah,
sick. One
it-
time I sat around a coffee table with my family at a.
You couldn't pay me to get in the passenger seat, by the way. I would never in a million
What? That
years.
thing
My
is
wife,
caged.
my wife gets in that thing and hangs off a side of mountains. I don't know how she does it.
No, I would, yeah, that's crazy.
I would need. See, so you have a helmet on. I would need a helmet. And the fact that there's a cage, and I'll look at the cage.
I love how the tag
Yeah.
looks like it's off of a jigsaw or something.
It does look like it's
Yeah.
off of a
It
jet.
red lines at 11,000 RPMs. Ooh, 11,000 RPMs. 11,000 RPMs.
It's so good.
It's like an off-road drift car.
So this is what you've been
It's
into lately.
two-wheel and all-wheel drive.
We ran into one of those on the street elsewhere, me and Johnny. But as I was mentioning earlier, when we were coming home from Drift Appalachia, we were at a Wendy's, and this dude pulled up with one. And it had a plate on it.
Yeah.
So I maybe the rules are a little different down there.
probably.
But also one time, and this might have been the beer talking at that hour, but one time I was at Morristown, I could have sworn I saw a side-by-side on the road, plated.
Maybe.
On the road, right, just driving.
I don't know.
Well,
is it,
mine is legal.
Like you could drive it on the
Yeah,
road?
yeah. You register it in South Dakota. you send your title to South Dakota. You do the paperwork. They send you back a plate, and you
Okay.
put turn signals and shit on it. I took that thing out on the street. Got pulled over by a cop. There was a snowstorm, Pennsylvania. Get pulled over by a cop because I was mobbing past people. Like just, they're going like 5 miles an hour, and I'm doing like 80. It's like a big rooster tail of snow behind me. So the cops get called. They pull me over, and they're like, "Hey, like, what is this?" I go, "Here's my insurance and registration, officer."
it's just a vehicle.
And he goes back to his car, and he calls his sergeant. He's like, "I don't know what to do with this thing. Like, clearly it's an off-road vehicle, but it's registered
And
as
insured and
a
everything.
car."
Yeah.
And he's like, he comes up to the window and he goes, "You can't drive this on the street." I go, What do you mean? If I had a beach house in New Jersey and I registered my car to that and I drove it to Pennsylvania, you're saying I can't drive my New Jersey
Yeah.
car into Pennsylvania? This is the same thing. I have a house in South Dakota, guy. Like,
Yeah.
he just called his supervisor like, "Hey, have a good day. Nothing
do
I can do about it."
Imagine if you didn't argue that though. Like, and you just sat there and you're like, all right, yeah, okay, I guess. And then they tow it
Yeah.
on no grounds.
No grounds. Just because he said it wasn't allowed. But
Holy hell.
Yeah, I
Yo,
don't know, it's just
Tony is fucking sick. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, because, okay, me and Johnny thought that this guy was bullshitting us when he was like, I got an upgraded turbo in here, bub. Like, fucking, if Johnny was here, he'd confirm this.
Wait,
but
so
that's how he talked to us.
they're not usually turbocharged, are they?
Are they?
No,
Whoa.
Oh.
we built that kit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This
shit.
other guy had one that was turbo too, and he was like, I had this baby up to 130. And then Johnny told me, he's like, yo, this guy had it up to 120. And then the guy had to stop me. Or stop Johnny.
He was like, no.
Vice versa.
130.
At 130, bub. Like, it was scary. I thought it was bullshit, but
West
now apparently
Virginia?
not.
Was it Kentucky? Where were you? Yeah, right?
I thought it was West Virginia. We were
It
on
might
the
have
way
been.
home already. But
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was saying some really other scary shit. Like he was just telling us like,
Well, West
The law
Virginia is
don't
like
call-
another planet.
the law don't
Right.
control
Yeah.
us over here, bub. Like, I'm like, the cops don't run this, bub. I'm like, okay, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Johnny, get in the car.
Yeah. That's cool, though.
Damn. So what prompted you to buy that? That's kind of like,
Well, a good friend of mine, Jason Vaughn, and myself and Jason Conklin all have side by sides, and we go riding together. And
you're peer pressured.
yeah, pretty much. My friends did it, and then we had to do it, and then
Who was
Now-
the first one?
Jason. I believe
Okay.
it was.
Well, Jason, this is all your fault.
Yeah.
I think it was Jason.
Now, was his
I think
also
JR's was probably the second.
They're all
but
driving
JR
them on
had
the road?
a Polaris 800 with a 1,000cc Busa motor in it, and this
Oh.
thing was nutty. So
Wait. It's a swap?
Yeah,
You guys
he had
are
a-
swapping these things?
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know this.
I'm just stuck on 300 horsepower, 11,000 RPM.
Three-cylinder.
Three cylinder.
Turbo.
Sounds amazing.
It sounds
Has a
sick.
tile blow-off valve, tile wastegate.
Yeah.
It's dope. Yo, dude,
Yo,
it's
Tony loves this.
it's
I'm
just-
not going to get into this because I don't want to.
It's I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's sick.
It's
Dude, it's got a lot of, okay, off the rip, it's got a lot of tech. Like, has a sequential trans. So
it has navigation. It
Like-
has GPS.
the guy put a stereo in his.
That's
I
the
had-
apocalypse vehicle right there.
No.
Sure.
No way.
Kind of.
There's no glass.
Yeah.
Well, we're a fab shop. We can put some glass.
Yeah, that's true. There isn't much that you guys don't. And now I guess that could segue into you guys' shop and stuff because what I saw at the shop, there was like one of every genre of vehicle. I was like, what the fuck? They don't have like a. Now, Frankie would turn a lot of those away just because they don't fit in.
No,
the-
I wouldn't.
Nah. Some of the shit, dude,
What, a
it was crazy.
1968 Volvo isn't up your
Yeah,
alley,
dude.
dog?
Yep.
Dude,
I probably
it
would
was
turn that
sick.
away.
It
All
was
right.
so cool.
I
It was so
changed
cool.
my opinion. I probably
Yeah.
would turn that away. But the thing is, they're also a fab shop. So
That's true.
I feel like there's a lot of work that can be taken in when you're a fab shop because you can just metal's metal, you know, you can like make something work. But when you're working on specific engines and shit, dude, I'm not digging into a Volvo.
Metal's metal,
Fuck
bro.
that.
No. You could get your head gasket done on your Volvo somewhere else.
Yeah, like
But we will do a cage to protect you in a
Yeah.
Baja race in Mexico. Sure.
is that really what he
Yeah, I was
wanted?
about to
that's what
ask,
he's
is that
doing.
what it.
Yeah, that's what he's doing with that thing.
Yeah, bro. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And he's like 72.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
just
Oh,
gonna get it.
Yeah, dude. That gives me hope.
36 hours of ripping in the desert. And a
Dude.
car that was like 400 of them were made.
How many Cialises does that guy have to take? Jesus Christ. I don't think my heart at 72 is going to pump that hard.
Damn, that's
I'm just going to
pretty
be
sick,
sitting
though.
in the car like fucking.
How do you find you guys? Is he live near you?
He actually, so I I drive on an endurance Volvo team. He owns a couple Volvo dealers in the area.
This is getting crazy.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
wait.
I'm actually the slow guy on the team.
Okay.
But these old dudes smoke me, dude.
What?
Because about a year or two ago, I started driving this. It's a 740 Volvo, right?
You gotta bring a photo of this up, Malcolm.
Oh, yeah, I know.
don't
No, I
shit
love.
about
No,
Volvo.
Malcolm knows what that is.
No, just take a stock photo. I want a stock
A
photo. of it.
740 wagon or sedan?
Sedan.
Oh, yeah. Malcolm knows exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about Volvo.
No, me and
So-
Malcolm watch this guy drifts and lifts, and we fucking just. He loves Volvos.
Okay, well then you're gonna love this because it's got a G Series Garrett on it.
This? with the normal with the red
no,
block.
it's older than that.
With a it
Oh,
has
no,
the
it's newer. No, it's older.
What year?
Oh, fuck. What is that thing?
type in 89. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Go down a decade. Yeah.
No.
Older than that,
Yeah,
bro?
try 80, maybe 91.
First of all these cars
yeah,
look
yeah,
the
this
same.
is what it looks like. Yep. Yeah, dude. Yo, it's gnarly though. We ran an endurance race at Mid Ohio. Drivers were 2-hour stints, and I went out there drifting every corner. And these people are like, "Dude, stay on the fucking track."
Like, is drifting probably doesn't help
Because
you.
it's rear wheel
That's-
drive and it's got an LSD. It's like real, you know, I'm going in this corner at 100, 200 mile an hour, like as fast as this thing will go, topped out, like, bah, 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 bah. And then I just kick it out, and I'm sliding. I'm having fun, but the car's just slow,
Yeah.
like super slow. And a couple times I
How
flew
the
off.
fuck did you get into that?
They
about to
needed
say.
another driver, and we built a turbo kit for it. One of the drivers is good friends of our family, and they used to race lemons.
Okay.
So then they stopped racing lemons, and then built this Volvo to compete in American AER, American Endurance Racing.
Okay.
That sounds nuts.
Kind of sounds fun.
That sounds fun as
it was a
hell.
humbling experience for sure, because I've only ever drifted. So it took me a couple of sessions to get faster. I got my times up to where they were at, but they've been racing that car for 10 years. Like, they knew how to handle that thing. I was still trying to find grip in it, and
Yeah.
What's the surface?
Still
It's all
having too much
sand.
fun.
It's all sand and shit. Like where
no,
was it?
it's
in the
Mid
desert.
Ohio is a racetrack.
Oh, okay. Wait, yeah, I remember.
Well, the 740, the one where we raced in American Endurance, the guy that owns the other one is the owner of that car too. So he owns both, but he's racing that one. We're not going with him on that one.
So
But he
you're drifting
races
this thing on that track.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
crazy
I came
speeds.
around this. I came around this turn, and I'm off track on throttle, and there is dirt just flying up, and I got a grin on my face from ear to ear, dude. And
they're like, "You can't
And I
rip the
see
track
everybody
up."
passing me, right? And I'm off the track just bobbing, and I come back on. I bring half the dirt with me. So we go to the drivers' meeting the next day, and in the drivers' meeting, they're like, "Fucking drifter, who let you in?" So
Yeah,
I took
Why is
some
that so
shit.
frowned
but-
up? Because do they know you?
Oh, no, it was all in good fun.
Oh.
It was all in good fun.
feel
Because
like-
I was slow. Like, my time was not very fast.
I feel like track owners always get upset with the dirt, though. Like, legit track owners.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure
Not
they
Raceway
weren't
Park.
happy with Tony that day.
Yeah, like, if
That's
they're
for
not
sure.
used to drifters, they're like, what the fuck are they doing to the track?
No, I'm just picturing. I'm picturing a Garrett G series on a red block, which I think that's what that
It
is.
was,
That
but
a
then
single cam still.
They took the single cam off, put a twin cam head on it.
Oh, what?
Yes, they put the turbo head on
That
it.
probably sounds sick.
I'm just so impressed that Carl knows anything about a Volvo.
I am
Your
too, actually.
one employee literally knows about Volvos too.
I don't know that much, brother.
He doesn't know what a red block is.
No, but red
It's a
block
marine
is,
engine.
is a
It's a tank,
It's literally just a block that's red.
Yeah,
Like,
Andy just tuned it. It's on ECU Master.
Wait, shut the fuck up. You could put a. Let me see.
Yeah, one of the guys on the team
I wonder-
wired the entire car.
I
And
wonder if you could put a link on it.
you probably could,
Fucking bet you can.
Yeah, you probably put anything on it.
Jesus.
as long as
Except-
you build a harness for it.
I wonder if you could put a Power C on it.
No. Dude, those Volvos are cool. My neighbor, my direct neighbor, has 3 of them.
I don't get it, bro. I know people are obsessed with these cars, though.
And they're,
It is a
and
cult
they're-
following.
No.
Yeah.
You know somebody is in it, right? Because he has one wagon, green, 740. He has a white one, green, 740, both turbos. And then his wife had come out one day. I like talked to her because the guy who owns them is I believe he's sick at the moment, and I just wanted to make sure that she has my number or whatever in case they need help or something, because it's just them two. So she was talking to me, and she's like, I'm like, hey, Jocelyn, I'm like totally into these Volvos right now. Like, can I see would you guys mind if I just walked over there one day? And she was like, why do you like this car? These cars are so bad. My husband has a third one inside. I'm like, whoa, what does the one inside look like? And ever since then, like, I feel like I haven't circled back on it,
I don't
mainly
know,
because they're
man.
running into a bunch of other stuff, and I don't want to be like in their business. But I want to see what that one in the garage he's got.
Volvos? I don't know.
It's never open, that garage. I hope he's doing okay. But fuck.
Maybe you'll get them one day.
No, I don't. I'm okay. I like them. They're cool. You ever close the door on that when you close it?
I could imagine it already. It's probably like not. It's probably like a Porsche or something.
It's like-
it's probably notchy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Door sound is one of my favorite things.
I don't like
Big shoebox.
Yeah.
It's huge.
That's what it
huge
seems
shoebox. And they got the seat in the back. Boop. That flips around. Perfect for rollers.
I feel like Jesse used to have one of those things. Maybe I made that up.
Why is that the most perfect Jesse?
Right? That's what I'm
vehicle?
thinking too. I don't know if he did, but
Jesse, you could fit so many snowboards in the back,
he's
dude.
definitely not watching this shit.
Okay, so you endurance race Volvos.
Yeah, kinda. I've done it a couple of times.
Yeah, you do it. You endurance race Volvo.
I signed up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, just like I don't really know any other people who do that. So
Nope.
to me, you're him now. You're the Volvo
Yeah.
endurance
fuck.
guy.
And you guys fully built that car, or you guys?
No,
just
no,
made-
no. The guys did.
Okay.
Yeah. So the deal is, the owner of the Volvo dealerships, he's like, you guys can, well, I'll pay for everything. It's $2,500 to enter the race, so it's not cheap. He pays for the entry fees. He pays for hotels and food and gas.
Did you say
But the-
Volvo dealership?
Yeah, he owns a couple of them.
That's sick. Yo, how do we bust into that space, bruh?
Well, Nissan
Build
ain't gonna do
Volvos.
nothing like that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean,
Nissan.
a Datsun, that would be rad.
Yeah.
We did an RB25 Datsun one time, and it was probably the scariest car I've been in.
Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy.
It had like
That-
600 horsepower, and the thing felt like it was getting ready to take off the ground.
Dude, when I would drive, my dad had an S30 as well, but I don't really know what it was an L series motor still. And if you're pulling on the highway, it sounds sick, and then a Honda Odyssey will come still in the middle lane and just blow your doors off, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But one thing I did notice is that the hood is so long that I did get that feeling.
Yeah.
Like when you were accelerating, because I feel like the motor is just like
Yeah.
coming up. So I bet with an RB in there,
With 600 horsepower.
Yeah.
you're probably fucking.
I saw some other stuff on your Instagram the other day. You were working on RB. You're an RB fan.
Nah,
No?
take it like loosely term.
I know you're a Jay-Z guy.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the RB when they work.
Okay.
Okay.
RB stands for running broke.
Ooh.
Cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
But why do you? Okay, so why do you still love it though?
It sounds good.
It's like one thing. It's like one thing.
Sounds better than a Jay-Z.
an RB25. An
I feel like I'm gonna
RB25.
argue that.
Okay.
1.5 Jay-Z rivals it.
I don't know. There is RB26 and I mean, I guess just in general, RB just has like this like different like like
it doesn't
different
sound like a vacuum cleaner like a Jay-Z.
Okay,
Oh.
well, the Jay-Z sounds so good. Okay.
He's got a Jay-Z.
I have a 1J.
He just got a 1J VVT.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't even really be driving it too much because I feel like it's like too good for me. I'm like, ooh, let me save.
But you're still saying the RB sounds better.
It sounds good. The RB26 sound, or just because I watched a video of a GTR doing like a all-wheel launch the other day,
Yeah, I
and I
feel
was
like
like, that's the sound.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. That's the only sound I like out of an RB. But Dan Koziel, the skinny D with the IS that you like, the
Your friend's always got some suspect ass
the
names.
non-chin,
Skinny D.
the non-chin one, like his IS looks the best.
Oh, yeah. The silver
Dan?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he posted something on his story the other day where an RB25 comparing a JZ, I believe it specifically was a 1J, but the piston size and the stroke was like pretty close. Like almost identical. 86 for the piston, and then the stroke was like 70 something off by 0.1. So like,
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Yeah,
but it's all,
I'd rather have the
noise is
1J.
all in the cylinder head.
I would rather
Yeah.
have the 1J, the more fucking reliable one.
Yeah,
Ask
I
me
get it. I get
Ask
it.
me how many gauges I have in my car right now.
1.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had an RB. with
If I had
one,
an RB, guess how many I'd have? 90.
and it wouldn't help.
I just like I don't know. There's just something about the JZ that for some reason when I'm in that versus when I'm in an RB, I'm like,
I mean, I will say every RB that I ever drifted was broken or breaking at that moment.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
So then how could you?
And every JZ I've drifted, I'm not going to say they're all perfect, but
yeah,
they were working.
They all fucking work.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I still like RBs more.
You guys getting any weird power plants over there? You guys got anything weird?
No, not really.
Like no one's putting like
I feel like that's bullshit.
What
You
I
probably
see?
just
No,
don't-
no,
you
no,
probably
no.
just don't think it's weird.
No, they had a VE over there.
Oh, we have a couple of those.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they do a lot of shit over there. So
Dude, like crazy shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. You need a new ramp though going down to the lower half of the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been there for a long time, though. It's
I could
got
tell.
sentimental value.
I could tell.
That
Yeah.
ramp is staying.
I don't even know what ramp you're talking about.
It's this little crappy wood ramp that we literally roll nitrous tanks down. Like full on a dolly, roll it down.
Dude, I saw the ramp and I was like, how is this? Like, there's like a beautiful VE build to my left, and I'm walking up this plank.
It's sentimental value. You heard it.
Oh shit, man!
Probably
No,
been there since the shop opened.
Yeah.
that was a cool property to see because you also share the space with like a Hyundai.
Oh,
Hyundai.
yeah. Andy was telling me about that too.
Yep. Yep.
Is it
yep.
a Hyundai? What's Genesis?
Dude,
Is
it
that
literally,
Hyundai?
they just specialize in Hyundai Genesis.
Yep.
There was like six of
Fucking
them.
crazy.
There was like six of them there.
Yeah, he does a good job. He's really done those things for years, programming ECUs and selling parts and
So he does
building
tuning too?
cars. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah.
He must do like remote tuning too.
No, there's another dyno.
Bro, how many fucking... I'm just like...
There's two dynos on the property.
I imagine they're both running at the same time.
That's like a shop opening up. Like, we only work on first-gen FRSs. And it's like, huh?
I mean,
It's impressive to me, like, that he can actually
well,
have the business run just one brand.
What
one
did you
model.
both think of the Genesis when it came out? I'm talking about the first one. Malcolm, do you
I'll
mind
let you
pulling
go
up a
first.
photo of the first Hyundai Genesis? I think it was like 2012.
Was that front-wheel drive?
No. It was a good looking.
maybe I'm thinking of
it was
a
good looking
Tiburon.
car.
You
The
are thinking of a
Tiburon.
Yeah.
Yo, the Tiburon and Need for Speed Underground 2.
Yeah, but it was front-wheel drive.
But I'm talking about this thing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
okay.
it came with a 6-cylinder or a 4-cylinder turbo?
They came with both. And when it came out, okay, great things about it. Rear wheel drive. It's kind of heavy, I think, from what I thought.
It was
And-
heavy.
And it's a not bad looking
I
car.
didn't like how it looked.
Yo, Reese Millen drove the shit out of
Yeah,
that thing, dude.
okay.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Like
And Jay, the guy that has this the space with me, he drifts one too. His car's pretty gnarly.
Can you look
turbo.
at Reese Millen?
is it still factory or is it still like a Hyundai power plant? in
Yeah,
there?
yeah. He specializes in the Hyundai shit.
Isn't it kind of an Evo engine? Is that
No,
true?
he's got a 6-cylinder twin turbo.
The one,
Oh.
yep, there. That car.
that thing was gnarly.
The only cool Genesis.
Okay, that actually looks sick.
But click that. I want to see what engine it had in it. I want to see if they kept the...
I forget.
Yo,
which
that
one.
shit looks like it was at Pikes Peak and shit.
This is like the last time FD was cool. Sorry.
Well, that's when we were in
until
it.
Julian
Yeah,
joined.
exactly,
Yeah.
dude. Like, the shit was to see 500
Yeah.
horsepower. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? 550?
2009.
That's perfect.
So is that the stock engine?
I think it was the 6-cylinder. I don't remember.
don't
We
know.
raced
Yeah,
it against
yeah.
it.
Six? Yeah, the 6-cylinder.
3.1.
4.1,
4.1.
baby.
Jesus. With an
Stroked it.
HKS trans?
Sequential transmission.
Wow.
Well, it's obviously turboed.
Yo, that's the turbo I'm going to run on the JZ
So,
right there.
but the
Turbo
car from the
Kinetics.
factory was not turboed. It was a
No.
V6 NA or the
Yeah.
4B11 basically.
I got
It
to
was
drive.
Evo engine.
I got to drive one of them. A friend of mine. Well, now I don't know how he's doing, but my friend in college had a 381. So like that had like the Brembos and like it was fucking. It sounded like a Z, literally.
Yeah.
Well, every V6 sounds like
The
that.
displacement's pretty similar. Like, yeah, what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? Like, it's a V6.
Fucking
But like,
worst
even
sounding
when we
engine.
were messing around in the parking lots and shit, like, and I would clutch kick it, it just didn't have. I had a 240 at that time.
Well, it's probably because it weighed fucking
It
3,400
was
pounds.
so heavy. It was very, very heavy car.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the tactileness of it, like the interior finish, like
Probably shit, 'cause
it
it's a
was
Hyundai.
really bad.
Yep. Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. I don't know. That car didn't do it for me.
But don't you-
Reese Millen that shit was sick.
Yeah. that
Don't
car
you
was cool.
think that since it has all of those great ingredients for it, that it was only inevitable that somebody was going to specialize in it? Tuning, modifying. I'm surprised that people are keeping them up.
People don't drift them more.
Well,
Yeah,
they do.
they actually drive pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
We put we didn't. Billy put a 2J in one. We tuned it. I took it around the block a couple times. Car was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Haltech CAN system works with it. So you just literally tell the computer, it's a Hyundai. And all the gauges and everything work.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Coolant temp, gauges, air conditioning, everything works.
That's fucking
With
awesome.
a swap.
Yeah, with a JZ swap.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a Jay-Z swap? Oh yeah. That what a beautiful vehicle.
It is. It was great.
Hell
so,
yeah.
I mean, if you JZ swap them,
Hell
which
yeah.
I'm
pretty
just
cool.
surprised my neighbor hasn't yet.
Yeah.
He comes over, looks at them all the time. He's like, oh, man, I really like these things, but, I specialize in the Hyundai.
But I specialize in
He
the
knows.
Hyundai.
He knows where it's at. He's like, don't.
But he actually got my first competition S13, the right-hand drive two-tone one, that was, like, dead. Like, I think
What do you mean by dead?
Like,
Murdered
we crashed it a lot. Like, it was like frame rails are pulling apart. Like, it was pretty bad. But
he bought the car? Or
he got it. I forget how it happened. Somebody left it at the shop that owned it, or Richie. Something to do with Richie. Richie had the car and took the motor out of it, and then the car ended up back at my place. And I'm like, why does this car keep fucking following me everywhere?
Imagine Tony just walking into work with
Sees it.
Why is this car still here? I mean, I drove it in DMCC years ago, but
Damn,
I'm
I
like,
forgot about that.
What the hell is
this.
DMCC?
That was a competition of.
yeah, Drift Mania Canadian Championship.
I forgot about that.
Hey,
Hey,
what
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what is DM? And you competed in this?
I only did once, but Matt did it a bunch, and we won like 3 championships there.
That's sick.
Casual as fuck, bro. Yo, I fucking love Tony, bro.
I want to go back to, you said you guys did Formula Drift. Who was the driver?
Matt Walden was the driver.
Matt Walden, okay.
I was his crew chief because we won.
Okay.
We won all of DMCC. So then, the next gradual step was to move up to FD. He was kind of doing both. There was more money to be made in Canada. Like, we were actually getting sponsors and people were paying us back then. So, like, holy shit.
Where's back then? Sorry, like.
Like 2007, 2008.
Holy shit, Tony! You've been in it fucking.
Since 05.
How old are you?
05.
41.
Stop!
41.
No way! I really was about to be like 34,
Gandalf the Grey.
35.
I'm
you
wearing a
still
hat.
got the young giggle, bro. You still pretty happy guy. There's hope out there.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I have faith
My
now.
customers haven't killed me yet.
I'm pretty happy. I'm hopeful now. Because Tony's pretty okay and he's 40.
Yeah.
So.
Yo, look up some photos. Matt Walden, Formula Drift, something. I want to see.
Yeah. Why not? Why
Matt
is that
the
name
Wolf Walden.
not ringing any bells for me?
I-
Mainly because that's probably
he got
so
fed
far.
up with it and just was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And just wiped his hands with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Now, is this the same person? This is the same person I tuned my car, right? We were talking about earlier?
Yeah,
or no?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it is.
yeah, same
okay.
dude.
Yes.
yeah,
yes.
that's it. Hey, look, there's a young me.
Where?
Oh, let's go there.
No fucking way. Open that. Blow it up. Ah!
God damn it.
There's got to be a bigger photo of that.
That's
Look at the
good.
Westchester Press, dude. Living the life, bro.
That's sick.
No
That's
fucking
sick.
way, bro.
Yeah, dog.
I love that photo.
That car caught on fire a couple of times.
All right.
Yeah, I've
I'm
seen
sure
it
it was
catch on
not your
fire.
fault.
Did it catch on fire?
I think he
at
won
Raceway Park?
XDC a bunch of times too.
Probably.
With that car. That car was fucking
That's where I
gnarly.
remember that car, was seeing it at Raceway Park when I started
Why
drifting.
do I feel
The first fucking so we got given that car in 2008. It was a Nismo 350Z.
okay?
We put a twin turbo kit on it and
Yes.
wired in a fucking Haltech Platinum and blew an engine every event.
Okay.
I
Sounds like a
replaced
Z.
7 or 8 motors that season. And we begged Brian Crowder to get us a piston rod combo, head combo, and they're like, we're working on it, development, we're working on it. I think that might have been the first HR, I believe.
What year
in
was
08.
it?
Is it 08?
Yeah.
And finally, Brian Crowder got us a stroker, and we built the engine. It made like 800 horsepower and lasted all year.
Oh, a year.
Yeah.
More than a year, I hope.
Yeah, I think it lasted a couple of times. My memory's a little faded.
only after Tony's already put in the labor for fucking seven
motors.
Shits.
So you guys
and the
ran
turbo
that
kit was
car.
for a DE, so like I had to
Yeah.
make it all work because it was a
every
brand
turbo
new car.
kit was for a DE,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so we had to make it all work for that car.
What
And
does that encompass really? Like the runners and shit, like
Piping,
the
probably.
piping.
just the piping, the header fit on.
Okay.
Actually, no, it didn't. You know what? I think we had to like drill it.
What turbo
And-
kit did you use?
It was ATP power, I think.
Dude, I remember I wanted to build one of these cars so bad and twin turbo it, but Gretty was the only kit I wanted, and then they discontinued it, and I was like, all right, I'm kind of over it now. But
I don't
now
know.
that I know they just blow up, so I don't know.
I don't know why, but the car is like ringing a weird bell for me where
You
I'm like,
probably
I
saw
feel
it at
like
Raceway
I've
Park.
seen it like
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I mean, we started drifting there like in the DG Trials air days, like long time ago, and Drift Out Wednesday and stuff was at Club
You
Lou's.
probably saw this car, Carl, or you saw Ross's Z, because I sometimes I confuse these
What
two.
did it get passed around? Did it move hands? Did it?
After he sold it, I don't know what happened to it.
I like that
I
it's
think it
on
went to Virginia.
C28s too.
I think it went to
Dude,
Virginia
yeah.
and then
See, that car is cool, man.
got dismantled.
CE28 on the fucking Formula D car, bro.
What body kit is that? Is that the
That's
a
a stock
Nismo one.
Nismo.
That's a
stock
Nismo
Nismo.
in the
Yeah.
front?
That
Yeah.
everybody just should start
I know,
doing
right?
just that.
Right.
All they have to do is just put the
It was
Nismo
such
kit.
a
With the
great-
wing.
It was such a great looking car.
The wing on there, fuck yeah.
Look at that, Malcolm, down in the bottom right. Yes. I missed that track.
Now I've seen. Oh damn! I've seen people drifting at wall lately. Is that like a thing that's gonna happen
They're
now?
drifting down at Wall. I don't know who's
I drifted
running
there
it.
last year.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. I think that they're having like drift events,
Oh, that's cool.
like
Scam
at
likely.
night. Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Dude, it's crazy lately.
Do not disturb.
I block all of those numbers every time I get one.
I don't know how to do that. You got to teach
I'll
this
show
old
you
man
right
how
now.
to do that.
No, Frankie is gonna make you go to a website
No,
and go on a
I'm not.
do not call
Bring up
list
your
or
phone
whatever.
thing where
Settings.
like
Oh my gosh.
Don't look.
Malcolm, make sure to get this clip of Frankie teaching somebody else how to do something tech related
watch this shit.
right now.
Bye.
Eh.
Oh, blocked. You blocked scam
Dude,
likely.
do it every time,
By scammer.
and they'll start
Mr.
getting
Two one
shorter and
six
shorter.
345 3364.
Blow it up.
How dare you interrupt us, peasant?
Okay, so let me bring this back. 2005 is when you opened the shop, or is when you
No,
started
no.
drifting?
I worked for him then. 2005 is when I started drifting.
Okay.
What was your
I
car
built,
choice?
I had a 180 that I built in a parking lot of an apartment building.
Sick.
Yeah,
checks
dude.
out.
SR swapped.
In the apartment
dude, I was
complex.
getting threatening letters to get the fuck out every day.
Yeah.
I had coolers underneath it collecting all the fluids as I pulled the blown up KA out of it. So
Dude,
it was,
that's
it was pretty
perfect.
epic.
That's perfect.
So I met Matt like buying parts for it. And then I just started going to Club Lou's, and then I'm still doing the same fucking shit all these years later.
I know the viewers aren't gonna get the feeling that I just got, but Tony's stare between me and Frankie right now, where he just said, "Yeah, I'm still like here."
And I'm still doing this. Yeah, no, that's how we all feel. But all right, so you worked for Matt, yeah? Because I remember he had a shop of
Yeah.
some sort. What was it called?
Import intelligence.
Yes, Import Intelligence. Okay, I remember that.
Why is that
That's what you see on the Z. That makes sense.
Import
Okay, so you worked for him, and then you started your own shop. You were that guy.
Well,
that
no,
started
I
your own
went.
shop.
I was at there. Then I went to MA for a few years.
Oh, shit.
And then I started my own shop. Well, I worked in between at a Corvette shop for a little while.
Okay.
Then I started my own shop. It's
That's
kind of
cool.
like a play place, like one bay to like, hey, this is what we're gonna hang out and
Yeah.
do. Like Rich and Eric and my homies want to go drifting. Maybe we'll make some money on the side to pay the.
That was the original idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. What we were talking about earlier. I was like, that's exactly what this was.
That's
Yeah.
like kind of what the fuck I'm doing right fucking now.
I mean, that's the best way to start a shop because you got all your friends, you're all splitting it, and then eventually people start leaving,
Yeah.
and then hopefully by that time you got some clientele, and then you just kind of.
Well, my wife found the place, and then kind of made the name, and then we're like, okay, well, we're just kind of like we're going to start a shop, but we're really not going to start a shop.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
Built's one of the most reputable shops.
now we have a shop, honey.
And scammer gets scammed.
But
Boom.
realistically, it wouldn't have happened without her because she's just the backbone that holds everything the fuck together. I don't even know what to do with my hands.
What made her do that? She just knew that you.
She was just following my passion, my dream, just a fucking great woman. You know what I mean?
That's kind of amazing.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm very,
God bless.
very lucky, to
Yeah. And she helped you
have somebody that, she works for free, for 10 fucking years, works for free. And
watch yourself like you're looking a little more.
does all of our accounting, does all the payroll, does all the books.
Amazing.
Knock on fucking wood right now, or you're sleeping on the couch.
That's amazing. Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh my
she's
gosh,
great.
man, that's sick. Shit, dude. Well, dude, okay, one, that's very fortunate of you.
Yeah.
Some of us, Frankie, me,
You're
aren't as
fucked.
lucky.
You don't have a wifey.
We're B. We're B.
We're fucked.
Laundry on the floor. Fuck.
Yeah, I got to work on that.
Oh,
Damn.
God, I get yelled at that constantly.
Oh, dude, see?
She's like, you can never pick up anything. Just you picked your deodorant up out of the closet and you set it on the fucking table. Just put it back.
That just felt a little too personal.
I might have got
Your
yelled
whole
at about it
demeanor
this morning.
on the way.
That makes sense.
I was like wiping before I got in the truck. Like, Tony, your deodorant.
Oh, man.
Bruh.
Hey, we all have the things we're good at, and we have things we're not that good at.
Yeah.
Right? So,
But I put my tools away.
yeah.
Dude,
that's
okay.
the main thing.
This is, I feel like this is maybe some of y'all can relate, but I organize the tools in the garage a little bit more often than
Way
like I
better
will
than your apartment
than,
or house.
than
or,
a house.
Yeah,
or-
way better.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tools cost way more.
Oh yeah, that too. And then
Fuck the clothes. You can buy it at
tools-
Walmart.
The tools will also cause me frustration. Like, because then
Yeah.
if I'm in the garage and
Okay.
fuck, like where the hell is the 11 mil?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
that
It will
angers me
slow you
greatly.
down, though, because the other day I was working on a car, and my box, everything's moved over now from where it used to be. And I finally was working on a car, and I was like, oh, I can just put everything right back after I touch it. And I was like, this will slow you down a decent amount.
I
But
told you that
Yeah,
the other day. I was
that
like,
was the day.
Frankie kept walking back and forth to his box. And I'm like, why don't you just grab everything? Do you know
And
what that is? Do you know
but
what
like, I just want it away.
that is?
I'm really-
Not Kaizen, bro. That is not the Toyota way.
What is Kaizen?
Lean. You should have brought all your tools and everything you needed to the spot so that you could work on it. Boom. Put all the tools
Tony,
back.
help me out
right
here.
in.
You don't know every fucking tool you're gonna need as the job. You learn as
Not
the
with
job.
these. Not with these cars.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Like, come on, man.
But I'll grab like
I get what you're saying. I try
Yeah.
to do that sometimes, but then there's always that one thing where, fuck. It's a fucking
Actually,
shit.
what am I talking about? I have 92 JZs there. I just bring all the same shit.
I grab
Crank
like
balance tool, 12, 14, 17, 22. Done.
yeah, the 22 is literally just for the crank pulley. That's it. And ironically, that's like the first thing you had to take
Yeah.
off.
Here it really is just, what, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17. That's it.
You don't need a
You
21.
can take a whole 240 apart with those.
no
pretty
19. Oh, you mentioned 19.
Yeah, you do need a 240.
I feel like you needed a
probably do.
21 for something.
You do. I mean, the axle.
32 is a 32.
32 is what the
Axle.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah.
I
I
know,
hope so.
yeah. Every
This is
time I
only
see
a
it, I'm
fucking
like-
full-blown facility.
Yeah, I only have enough tools to take a 240 apart.
That's it. Don't worry.
That's it.
Holy crap.
So recently we started working on a Mustang, and I had to go buy a bunch of standard tools. So now I am diverse.
Yeah. See, I have the same story, but it's with my Harley-Davidson.
Oh, okay. I just got one last Friday and broke it the next fucking day.
What? You got a Harley last week?
Yeah, literally fucking broke it.
We're gonna
What
need
did you?
those
What
tools.
kind of Harley did you get?
I got a Road King.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you probably look so cool on that motherfucker.
Dude.
God damn.
That's
So
cool.
load.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
dog. I just got my riser bars in.
All right. Cool, man.
Got some white walls. So
Road Kings are cool.
We did 145 miles on Friday, and then the next day we were going to this brewery out in Kennett Square. We get like one block from the brewery, and the bike's just shaking out of control. I'm like, oh fuck. and my wife's on the back.
Oh
And my wife's on the
No,
back,
no.
and I'm like, oh gosh. So I'm like, fuck, I don't know anything about this. So my buddies, they leave us at the bar, obviously, and they go home. They get the trailer. They come back. They put the bike in there. We go back to his house. I don't know. I've got 2 garages, my shop and my home garage. But we go to his house, dismantle the bike at his house, right?
Yeah,
So-
I kind of would be happy about that, honestly.
So we're like, okay, well, something's wrong. Couldn't find anything loose. It's missing a ton of spokes in the back wheel.
Whoa.
Okay. So I bought some new tires, and I'm like putting new bearings in it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We did
is
130 mile an hour pool in it, though. So I'm like, did I blow out the bearings?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm new to this Harley life,
that?
dog.
I'm somewhat new. So
I don't
really know.
like, yo.
Well, I'm deep in it now, dog.
Yeah,
I got
you're in-
wheels off day number 4. I'm like, shit, now I'm buying Harley tools to shim bearings. What the fuck?
yeah. Damn.
Yo, that is so real. Because you know who's been telling me to buy a Harley since I fucking got here?
Jesus.
And Malcolm.
And
Malcolm.
Well, he convinced this one already.
Yeah.
He already got Malcolm. Malcolm got a
I
Harley.
did get Malcolm pretty
Okay,
good.
so we need to have a Freedom Faction ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's
yeah.
gross.
I didn't know this.
Hit
We
the
could do
fucking
this.
mountains, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
he's
no,
gonna hold
ri-
us back a little bit.
No,
'cause he's
riding
on a
there-
19 old as fuck.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna jet that baby up, gear her down, and I'll be fucking
ain't gonna be out, dog.
like.
Yeah, we got to come by you though, because you guys got mountains.
over there. They
Yeah.
got and not for nothing. And call me a sucker for this shit. But like when we were going to Freedom, we drove through some of the prettiest towns.
Shut the fuck up.
Like it looked no.
That ride sucks.
They were old towns, and on my little chop, bro, I'd be fucking 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely cool towns in Pennsylvania, but I don't see any of them on the way to your
They're all
fucking
old towns. No. At least from my house, I have to go.
Yeah, you went a different way. Did you go? I know which way you went.
Yeah, it was so nice.
Yes,
It was
but most of
beautiful.
it is through Jersey.
It was beautiful. All the towns were
All
old
the
as
towns
fuck.
he saw were definitely in Jersey.
They were all the towns were old as fuck, and then all of a sudden, boom, a dyno. Like,
Yeah.
like literally, just appeared on the side of the road.
I got so fed up
I was
paying,
like,
the
what the
fucking, paying the fucking tolls for going to your shop. I was like, fuck it, I'm taking the other route. And that's when I learned about a whole nother section of New Jersey, which is probably the way you went, where I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, dude, it didn't even look
It's
like
really
New
old.
Jersey.
It's really old.
Super old. And then
Everything's
And you
old.
cross the Delaware in some weird section.
Yeah, it's the Delaware River. Is you're crossing over it on a single lane bridge.
That's cool.
And we're towing. Daryl's towing Chris's Sylvia across that bitch.
I'm glad you went that way.
Yeah,
'cause
dude.
I only went that way once.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I love that shit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'd be looking at the architecture, bro. I'm not. you know whose town else looks. You know who else's town looked like that? It's Ethan's.
Alex's town is cool.
Oh, Easton.
Yeah.
No. But Ethan. Ethan's town.
Ethan Lazarus?
River.
Ethan Lazarus?
Yeah, his town is
Northvale.
Northvale. That's pretty old town when you drive through the
Oh,
middle
I know
of
the
it.
town you're talking about. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's. Is it his town? It might be the one right over it from him. But yeah, no, that town is old as
I'm
fuck.
trying to rip through.
You know,
there.
George Washington slept in every building in New Jersey, so it doesn't matter. Like either way, it's gonna be some. There's gonna be a sign out front.
What a fucking slut.
Yeah,
Jesus.
every yeah, George Washington lived here for what, a month? He lived in every fucking house. Literally, bro, every house in Bergen County he lived in. And like
No, he did not.
literally he
He's
lived in
squatting.
every house. If you live in a town in Bergen County, George Washington slept somewhere and probably fucked someone in that house.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, every house. There's 2 in Hackensack, there's fucking 3 in Northvale, there's fucking every house, bro. I don't know. The guy got around.
Ew,
In only a 4-year stretch.
that was like eternity for them back then.
I guess so.
You understand? Like he could have died.
I wonder where he got the teeth from during that time. The wooden teeth?
He would just take one from everybody. Just.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
gruesome shit, dude.
But yeah,
yeah.
no, we could do that. We could ride. I have a Yamaha, so I didn't have to buy all of that shit. My shit uses 14, 17. I have a 10.
3/8.
No. But the
I will say
threads-
that's the annoying thing about the Harley. You'll be using standard and then metric, and then you're like,
Really?
Yeah.
I have that to look forward
Oh
to?
yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
Completely random too.
Oh shit.
And you're just like, why the fuck?
I have an adjustable wrench. I have a Leatherman that I stole from Frankie,
That's cool.
and then a one screwdriver that's for my battery.
And you probably have all those tools on you right now.
Yeah, in my pocket.
That's one of the perks of riding a bike that's from the 70s.
I have them in my pocket. No, I'm just kidding. They're underneath my chair, like a seat.
Yeah.
It's a little. It took me months to figure out that there was a little cubby hole underneath the seat.
Yeah, they designed that so that you can
And
put
I
all
was
the
like,
tools you need.
"What is that? Oh, I could shove tools in here." Like, but I would like a Harley eventually, mainly just because like it's a Harley. It's like it's like. We went to the museum. Like I'm such a trader right now. Like I can't even go to the fucking museum
if you're ever up in Milwaukee.
Really?
Oh my god, dude.
That's some cool
Actually,
shit.
a good time. Like Frankie's not joshing you this time.
No, this fucking museum is next level. Like
It was a good time. Like right when you get into the exhibit, there's like a lineup of all the bikes.
Oh,
Like
that's
from
sick.
the start.
yeah, like you turn the corner and it's just in a straight line.
In a straight
order.
line. So
Not
you-
all of them, but
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Majority of the earlier ones. So you
Yeah.
could just see like the advancement of it, and you're like, damn, when did this shit get cool?
They
Because
have,
that's when
they have a
I'm
whole
gonna fucking-
engine room where it's like every
Yeah.
engine.
Oh, that's dope.
Dude, it's crazy.
They had the frame room too.
The coolest part about that engine room was when you walk into that room and you look straight, there's a bike. But when you start walking towards it, it's just pieces of the bike pulled apart.
Oh, wow. That's
so you walk
dope.
around it and it's completely taken apart. Yeah.
I was talking shit about Frankie during that whole time because I was like,
You were like,
yeah,
"Fuck
we're
this
going to a fucking
museum."
museum, god damn it.
Yeah.
And then we
you got
fucking-
there and you're like, whoa.
We get in,
this is
I'm like,
cool.
ooh,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's-
we're gonna have to go to the.
Like, name another museum that is.
But yeah, you
better
bought a
than that.
Yamaha?
It kind of fell into my lap. A friend of ours, had it. It wasn't running really all that great. I gave him a carton of cigarettes for it. I brought it home. Didn't know shit. Immediately was like, whoa, what am I doing with this thing? Clean the carbs. I know.
It's been a road. It's been a long
I did a
road.
bunch of stuff.
But you made it happen.
Bro,
Yeah.
shit's outside. Yo, did so much. It's the charging system, and it's all on old equipment too.
Yeah.
I'm on a point style ignition, so it's no
So,
electronic shit.
I had a
Like,
CB. I have a CB 450, 1971, and
Oh,
I
cool.
basically did the same thing you did. I got the bike, and then I had to learn everything on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I remember that process, and it's one of my more memorable times working on anything because you learn so much about
and you need
Something
like,
new, too.
old stuff.
You only
Yeah.
need like 4 tools.
That's
And-
the coolest part,
And when
too.
you take it apart,
Screwdriver, feeler gauges.
Yeah.
yeah,
Literally.
dude, I never knew how important the fucking feeler gauge is. I use it for dumb shit. Like for a while, I was like, "Oh, is my fucking stator not magnetizing or whatever the hell that it needs to do?" So then one of the fixes is like, "Oh, pull your feeler gauge out, put it by the cover, turn it on. If it snaps to the cover, it works." So I did that. I turned it on. Shit, like magnetized the cover. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah.
dude, it's
Dude,
cool
the points,
stuff.
that was crazy.
Point
for me.
style ignition
I was
is
like,
ass.
whoa.
I had to like, you have to like turn the cranked and then you fucking like put the thing in there.
So interesting to
I
see how it
built
all
a
worked.
test light out of a bulb and some alligator clips, and I'm spinning the fucking crank, and then it lights up, and I'm like, whoa, like
Yeah, but think about like that. That was the 70s, and now look at like a modern BMW.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck happened? Just computers, I guess.
Yeah.
I
Literally
get-
just computer.
yeah, but
Kind of.
here's an example of people not losing their touch, I guess, but also losing their touch. The other day I was riding 2 days ago, or I was riding home from work. I only work like 15 minutes from my house. So for a chop, it's kind of nice. It could break down. I'll walk home. But I saw a Royal Enfield,
Yeah.
maybe 2 cars up
I
from
love
me.
that bike.
So then I fucking
Slow as fuck.
I'm just I'm like,
One
yo,
cylinder.
like that's a Royal Enfield. Like we're talking. I'm like, what year is that thing? It like looks real old, real patinaed out. I'm like, he's like, yeah, it's a 2018.
Before you even go any further, this guy definitely wanted to talk to you forever. Am I right or wrong?
No, because now I didn't want to talk to him because
No,
he was
but,
like,
but he wanted to talk to you about his Royal Enfield.
I don't. I personally don't.
Bro.
I was disinterested the moment he said it was a 2018. I was like, you're a fucking phony. You're not struggling.
they look old.
You're not struggling. That shit ain't hard.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you even doing on that thing?
Those guys love their fucking motorcycles.
It was
They make,
FI.
like-
It was FI, but they made it look really old.
Yeah.
Like it looked the cylinder head looked really old.
Well, it's air-cooled still.
I know, but he was like, "Wait, that thing's carbureted," and I was like, "Yeah, is yours not?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I remember one time, I guess I was selling a motorcycle. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I must have been selling a motorcycle or something. But this guy hit me up. Yeah, I might be interested. I'll come by. I'm like, okay. He comes by. He gets here. I walk outside. He starts talking to me about his bike that he rode there. First of all, he rode a bike there. So I was like, how the fuck are you buying this bike? So already I knew right off the rip this was bullshit.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, what's up, man? And then he literally just came there to hang out with me and talk about his motorcycle.
Oh, is that the secret? Okay.
Where did you find this guy? Facebook Marketplace?
Probably Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. It was that old, I think.
That's how I'm gonna hang out with Frankie. I'm gonna just respond to his ads,
Dude,
as an alias. I was like, I gotcha. Now we're hanging out.
No, but like, so I walk out. It was here. I walk out. I'm like, oh yeah, cool bike. And he starts telling me about his bike. Yeah, I just bought it. I'm like, you just bought it? Why are you fucking trying to buy a motorcycle? But anyway, so we're talking, and he's like, yeah, you want to ride it? I'm like, I guess. And I get on it. I ride it up and down the block. I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, you want to see the bike? Like the reason you're here? And he's like, oh yeah, I guess. I'm like, this is the creepiest, weirdest thing I've ever been involved in.
Yeah, you're getting kidnapped.
So like he saw it, didn't even care. He's like, yeah, I don't know if I can really like buy it, but I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? And then he just left, and I was like, thank God. Like, what was that? I really thought like I was.
Well, if he came with a white van, I might be concerned.
I was like, is he scoping the shop out? Like, what's going on? No, but he literally, you could tell he just didn't have any friends. That was it.
Okay.
Like, this is how he was making friends.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe you should have given him a little, like...
I entertained him. I rode the bike.
Bud, you want to go get a pizza, guy?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, it was weird.
We'll exchange information.
It was just weird because the whole time I'm standing there talking about the bike, and then I'm like, wait a second, he didn't even ask me about the fucking thing he came here to buy. Like, what are we doing?
What if... Oh no! What if we just screwed over Tony right now? Imagine like people hit you up now. Hey man, I heard you had a Harley and standard tools now. Can I bring you mine?
Yeah, can I bring my bike there? Yeah.
Yo, you're fucked. You're fucked.
The thing about working on
It'll
bike,
have nitrous in a turbo.
Dude.
I've already looked.
Yeah, I knew it.
They do turbo.
I knew it.
What year is it? What year is the bike?
03.
Okay, so it's a twin cam. Yeah, they turbo the shit out of those bikes. I don't know why I wouldn't do it, but I don't know.
And it's like, it's shit is sitting like right on the side too, so it looks.
It's like right in front of your leg.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so cool,
Yeah,
bro.
it's pretty like right there.
Yeah, Tony's definitely gonna turbo.
Yeah,
that.
1000%.
Yeah, I can
No,
tell.
no. The wife was like, "This is the one thing you need to leave the fuck alone."
So that you guys could enjoy.
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
At least
broke
an
it
exhaust.
day 2.
At least an exhaust though.
It's already got shark fins, dude. It's
Okay.
pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, so really just chill it out.
Low rider type.
Yeah.
Okay. What color is it?
Black.
Oh fuck.
Everything's black.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude! I screenshotted one the other day. Nah, fuck it. We're not gonna talk about that. I screenshotted one the other day. All spokes fucking aired out on the back. I don't even think the kickstand was down because it's just like.
Oh, just
on the
that
ground.
low?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know shit about those, but it's not on air ride or anything, right?
No, it's stock.
Okay.
Well, not.
Yeah.
I just put tires on it and the bars, but other than that, it's stock. Other than the exhaust. But
Yeah.
It came with the exhaust.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the shark fins, dude. Wait till I got the cocktail shaker shits on my.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, dude. The thermos looking exhaust, bro. That's all I want, man. Once I learn how to weld, it's over.
I want to go back to when you started the shop. You said it was you and Rich Whiteman, did you say?
No, Richie was just a
Richie's-
homie that hangs out all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Not
'cause
everyone named Rich is Rich.
Well, I know you
Whiteman,
know
right?
Rich, and you guys do some stuff together.
Yeah.
So I just was trying to figure out if that was him or not. But okay, so it was you and 2 other guys.
No, it was just me and my wife and Eric.
Okay. Eric, I think I know. Maybe
Yeah,
I know
the
him.
vet. He's a vet. Used to drive a 350Z.
350Z maybe. Okay.
1J.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty gnarly car.
Yeah.
350Z 1J. I feel like I would have.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And then you
It was
started-
on Wiring Specialties like brochure for a while.
Oh, okay.
Tube front, gold bay, silver car.
Yeah, I
with like
probably
some big ass 3-piece wheels on it.
Oh, that sounds fucking.
And his shit was slammed so low that like it didn't move.
All right.
Yeah, because he's Richie's cousin. So
They used to drift together.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then
But
he
this is Richie.
had a
This is
couple
not
of
Rich
kids.
Whiteman. This is a different Rich.
No, that's Rich Whiteman.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah. Rich
Okay.
Whiteman's cousin has worked for me for a decade.
Okay, then I definitely do know him. Yeah, I think I know him.
He's been around for a long time. He had a S13 with an RB in it.
Yeah.
He had a RX-7 FC when he started.
That's the
at
one I know.
shop. Yeah, with
Okay.
LS in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one
with
I
the
remember.
machete spoiler. Like we made the spoiler out of machete blades.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Why don't I remember
He's a
that?
Marine, dude. He made a fucking.
Freedom Motorsports. Come on, bro.
What do you mean? Like you took a bunch of machetes, boiled them down, forged it into a wing blade?
The machetes were the winglets.
Uprights.
Yeah, the uprights.
Oh.
Or the winglets. on
No,
the
they were
side.
the uprights.
Yeah.
They were uprights. Yeah.
And
With some big ass Cerberexes on it.
yeah, was his car gray too? Rich and his car, didn't they have gray cars? Am I thinking of
Yeah.
someone else?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Rich.
Because Rich had an S14 that had
Yes. Well, that was
LS in it.
Was that Stoneback's car?
That was Stoneback's car.
Yeah, okay. That was Stoneback's original S14. Was that the pro car?
I don't remember.
I don't know either. But Rich had that car, then Eric had this car, and they were both dark gray. Right when we had dark gray cars and everything.
Well,
and every time
and my
we'd see
S15 was dark gray.
him- yeah. Well, yours was a good gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think it was the same.
He had the
Right.
silver that
He
you
had
liked.
the silver that I actually liked. Yeah.
yeah.
He had like the S15, like the OEM gray,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
So they were there, and we were like, "Yo, we should fucking talk to them and get them on the team because the cars already look the same." And they were slammed. Those cars were fucking low as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they totally fought me tooth and nail. I'm like, hey guys, you need suspension travel,
Yeah.
you know? Like, hey. They're like, no, dude, stop raising your car. It looks like shit. And I'm
Yes.
like, guys, but I can drive it.
Yeah.
And not everything fall the fuck off of it.
And Rich is still on that low shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like
He
went
raised
up
a little bit,
like
yeah.
just
Well,
enough.
I forced him in FD.
Yeah. Yeah. He can't. Yeah.
Like,
you can't do it. in
It's
that.
gotta go.
Yeah. For sure.
I finally got to meet Rich in the middle of Kentucky when we were out there. Like I was like, oh, yo, are you Rich? Actually, yeah, you're Rich. Yeah, bro. But nice to meet you, bro. You're as tall as everybody says. And then I left him alone. I was like, all right.
Actually, his S13, I believe, is being driven by Todd down south, and that thing's still ripping.
This is the one he used
The
for
hatch.
I don't. Dude, he has so many cars now.
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
can't
He also
follow.
had an E30 with a Jay-Z in it. He just never finished it.
I want to know what.
That
E30
car
with
is-
a Jay-Z.
Yeah, that
That's
car
my
is
friend
pretty
Diego's
cool.
wet dream right now. Diego, finish your E30 with a Jay-Z in it, please.
I got no interest in BMWs.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
drifting.
I
For
could have
drifting.
told you that.
Yeah, like I just don't get it.
he
I'm
didn't
like,
have to say all that.
They don't look right. They just don't look
What?
right. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Dude, some of the heaviest rippers right now. Like, who's that guy that
That's
we
good
watch?
for them. I don't know. It just doesn't look right.
No, there's
them.
there's one
Like,
guy
I
on
don't know.
FD that I watch right now where every time he drives for some reason I'm like, God damn, like this kid is just like
Maybe like a-
disgusting. Connor Shanahan, the Red Bull car. That's a BMW E36 and it looks
No.
literally like it should be doing
36,
that.
46, no. Earlier than that, no. I'm thinking maybe the one after that. Maybe like a 90 something. Maybe that would look cool.
The hell?
This is obviously my personal opinion, but I don't know, dude. Something about those
I had a
things
friend
that-
of mine drift one of those E90 ones too, like E90 M3 with the S whatever that engine is called,
The V10 one?
the V8.
V8.
Oh, dude, it sounded so good.
I just think of Vanos and want to kill myself.
Shout out Darren, dude. He posted that video and I was like, "You're doing what? Like this is real?" He's like just drifting at Summit Point, so now it's like longer corners and the fucking M3 is just.
You know what? I liked one E46, Josh Roloffs, when he did the BN. You didn't even know him when he had that car.
Yeah, but that was the start of all of this bullshit.
Right?
This is-
It was.
No. I'm saying that's the start of all the bullshit where I'm like, oh, I could do this. Was
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah, was that-
podcast?
yeah.
We had a podcast with Josh Roloffs where we talked about his E46 where he grafted an S14 BN bumper on.
Like a Koki S14.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
After that,
That car looked like a fucking drift car to me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, it kind of looks like a flared out
But I'm
240, you know.
after that conversation
Yeah,
was when
ruined your
I
life.
started going, oh, maybe I could just go make this.
Yeah.
Like, I miss Josh.
Yeah, me too. We should have him back.
We
on.
saw him literally last month.
Yeah, we did actually see him recently. Yeah. But he's a fun guy.
Yeah.
Speaking about Rich Whiteman, though, dude, I've known Rich for obviously probably 10 years now or more. But we hang out at the track, and that's pretty much it. But we went to Japan like in April, I want to say. And I got to really see Rich on like his fucking like car shit. Bro, that guy is fucking determined.
What do you mean?
Just in general. Like he got there and he had a mission before he even landed where he was like, I'm doing this. I'm going here. We're driving 10 hours. I'm not sleeping. Like I was like, okay, so don't hang out with him. And like I'm gonna go somewhere else. And then Josh and what's his face? He's gonna hate me right now. But Josh and his best fucking friend, I forget his name, but they went with him. And I was like, you guys are making a fucking fatal mistake right now.
Well, Josh seemed like he had a good time.
They learned real fucking fast. They literally didn't sleep. I mean, yeah, Josh obviously had a good time, but he was like, we were fucking moving that whole time. Because we landed in Osaka, we landed in Osaka, and they drove to wherever the fuck, what's that main, Ebisu?
Ebisu or Bihoku, which one?
No, Ibisu. Like all the way above Tokyo, like all the way there. They just got off the plane and drove there, like immediately. And I was like, you guys are crazy.
Well, what else are you going to do?
Fucking not do that? Like,
they were on a mission.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Rich is awesome for that. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just like some people are just more determined than other people. Like, I'm like, I'm good on that. Like, if I make it there, I make it there. But
he has an office job.
That
so
too.
He's like,
okay.
Fuck the office. Like,
Yeah.
let me get to work.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Okay.
I did definitely talk to him about that because I was like, it's like, I don't know. When you get to run into other, I work in
Theo,
office
by the
job.
way. It was Theo. I just have to say that.
Theo. Okay. Poor Theo. Fucking forgot his
He's
name.
literally going to bring this up to me when I see him.
You guys spent how many days out there?
I've known Theo for 10 years.
Don't
too.
even fucking remember his name. You're a scumbag. But no, the whole office job thing, the fact that
Yeah, he's got an office job.
yeah, like Rich was probably like fucking get me the fuck out. Like
Yeah,
fuck.
and well, when I talked to him about it, he was like, he's like, look, I'm going to Japan, so I just figure I'm not sleeping. And I was like, okay, that's one way to look at it. Like, he just has all these goals like he wants to accomplish, so he's just going to do it, and he's not going to care about sleep. Now, there are people that exist like that don't need to sleep, really. I'm not one of those fucking people. Like, I cannot do that shit. I don't know. Are you one of those people?
I could do like an hour or two. I need sleep like a little bit.
I feel like you could survive
just
with
for
no
the
sleep.
sake of my brain like coming back down, and then I can like wake up and go do it again.
Yeah, I know I'm going to crash, so it's like not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the crash
I need to
doesn't happen
sleep.
till the end.
I'm old now.
Yeah.
In my 20s and 30s, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's definitely like all nighters and shit before final bout and all those big events where we're like,
Yeah.
But then like I'll be driving there and I'm like falling asleep at the wheel and I'm like, well, this is a little bit more dangerous than just not making it.
But okay, so the events that we take part or we would like to be a part of and take interest in are like final bout and like those style events. But Tony's over here doing like
Comps.
what's another aside from the drift comps, did you have any other weird racing experiences? Because there's no way it limits it at just Volvos. You've definitely done
don't know,
something
though.
else, dude. Why do I feel like you raced something else?
No.
Yeah, because you said you're mostly just drifter. Like you're
Yeah.
mostly a
I mean, I
drifter.
used to race enduro dirt bikes and stuff.
Okay.
But like, that was when I was a kid and shit.
Yeah.
So
But
racing's
it
always
wasn't
just been a
really-
thing. Like you're in there.
Yeah, pretty much my family was a bunch of motorcycle people. So,
Oh wow.
you know,
It took you this long to get the Harley.
yeah, it did.
That's
It
crazy.
did. But
That's cool
yeah,
though.
yeah, just mostly drifting.
So your shop is primarily drifting?
And actually, I'd say it's not
Okay.
much. It's like, I'd say it's more like, it's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's show car dudes. It's drift dudes. It's street car dudes. It's new cars. It's old
Yeah.
cars. It's realistically anybody that has something that wants to get something modified.
When you
Just ask
started
us,
like
what do you want to do? And I'm like, okay, well, let me figure it out.
when you started like actually promoting the shop and shit, did you promote it as like a fabrication shop or was it kind of just like everything?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we just did
need to
what we
get your
did
wife on here.
because, yes, we did what we did because we couldn't afford to have somebody else do it for us. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, The only thing, and realistically, Eric painted my car in his garage, fucking like, I don't know, this car 6 or 7 years ago, and we just drank beer, and the paint job's horrible, but it's a drift car. Who cares? My S15, obviously, we didn't paint it. We had somebody else paint it.
Yeah.
But it was pretty.
So it's kind of like you guys went to the track, you drifted, you worked on cars, but I feel like mainly it was like your driving promoted the shop almost, because you guys would go to the track.
I think that's what brought people in, because it's like, okay, they go and drive, but they wouldn't just come in. They would just come there because we were driving and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, they can drive and drift and build drift cars, so can you fix my DSM? Here's my Evo. I want an HKS stroker. Okay, sure, guy.
You could definitely do this. This was going to be light for you.
I mean, like some months we'll have like 10 BMWs. You know, and then all of a
crazy
sudden
how
it'll
that
be
works out, though.
5 Supras.
How does it like adapt? Okay, because that BMW thing, they changed over to what, that B58 type of engine.
That thing's pretty gnarly, dude.
I want that.
Yeah,
engine.
I don't know shit about dick.
they're fast. All you need is a downpipe and a tune and an exhaust, and you make 150 horsepower.
So what? So it's twin turbo. What? Tell me.
Single turbo.
Single turbo. Okay.
I think they come twin turbo.
Oh yeah.
But when you put the single on it, guess what it sounds like?
Here we go.
Just take a wild guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, Daryl drove one. His buddy has one in Florida.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
And he was like,
He drifted it.
He came home and was like, "Yo, F80 single turbo."
That's the new BMW that doesn't look like a BMW.
No. The F80 was the good looking one. The
Yo,
G80
I love
is
that F80. That thing.
The
We've
grill
done a couple of those with a big turbo. They fucking jam.
and they look cool. They look
And
awesome.
they're 4 doors for more.
And then they
horrors.
made this thing, the G80.
Show me these photos. Show me these cars.
The G80 is the one with the
please.
nose.
The
like-
weird one. Yeah. You know how they all say like, "Oh, that car's gonna grow on you." Yeah,
No.
I'm still waiting.
No, I don't.
That's
that right
fine.
there,
That's fine.
I
That's
would
fine.
like to drift that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
called a BMW. The other one is not a BMW. I don't know what they're doing. That is confused.
Ooh.
Sick.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Now,
I
okay.
don't
Now there's
know.
a wagon one. I would drive the wagon.
Like, yeah, you can make that look good, but does it look like a BMW?
Yeah, bruh. Right there. I'm driving that shit because it's a wagon and it's already looks ugly.
That looks like a Mach-E.
Okay, I will. I will
You
say.
know what? I actually don't like it that much.
I will say, was it an M2 Malcolm? Is that what came the other day? An M2 came here the other day, and I was like, you know what? It looks weird, but I kind of fuck with it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't like this car.
Yeah.
I was on the highway the other day. I was on the phone with Diego and I was like, oh, look, an M2. Ew. And then Diego was like, you take that back right now.
I don't. If you were like this one or the other one, I'd be like, fucking this. Obviously, it still.
Why
looks
is
like
everything
a BMW.
sharp angle? Like,
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's like they're going for some weird shit.
But then if you get like the CS version, if you type in the letters CS after M2 Malcolm, anywhere, just type in CS. Like it's like a big one. It's like really puffy.
Apparently they're heavy
Yeah,
as
that red
fuck.
one. That red one. It's really puffy. I saw
dude,
one
it's
of
so
those.
weird.
I was like,
know.
what the hell?
I want to like it, but I'm just like,
Yeah, but look at that blue one. Look how much better that blue one to the right. Right there.
yeah.
Look at
when
that.
when it had the normal kidney grills. or whatever they
2020.
call it.
That right there is a good car.
But someone was like, "Oh, we have to change it up." How do you do the fucking Malcolm? Can you do a German accent?
The M2, we need to make it a little better.
Are you fucking serious? Are you shitting me right now? Can you do that again? Just say something else in German.
Let's make the corners a little bit square.
Yo, Tony, we were putting together the fucking. What were we putting together, Malcolm?
The fucking
Oh, the
shipping table.
We have a shipping table, right? Dude, instead of like just having fucking bolts that hold the back, like the rack, instead of having just bolts that hold it on, it's a fucking spring on a nut cert thing, and you have to put it in there, line it up, and when you turn the bolt, hopefully it twists. and then it locks in place, right? So me and him are fucking with this thing for 30 minutes, and then Malcolm just goes,
No, you were like, I was like, who the fuck made this shit? You're like, I don't know, maybe the fucking Germans. And I was like, oh fuck, we forgot the Einspleiner.
Malcolm just goes, wait, you don't have the Einschleiben. I was like, fuck.
No, my God.
Dude, it's like you need a fucking, you were like, we need a fucking specialty tool for this fucking table.
Yeah, but here's the worst part is when I was watching before I came here, I was watching you guys unbox these lovely treats that we received, by
Yes.
the way, from our friend Seth and
Oh yeah,
Seth gave us stickers.
Bop.
His name is Bop.
And
from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands. I
Dope.
think Bop might be from somewhere else.
No, he's from the Netherlands.
Where's Seth from? Canada.
Canada.
No, Seth's from Canada. Bob's from. But anyway,
No, I thought it was
you guys are reading the Dutch stuff in a German accent.
Yeah.
And I was like, do
Yes.
they know? Like,
No, the
Like-
answer's no.
like this was Malcolm. This is Malcolm. Hold on. Let's see here.
And you're drinking one of the beers,
Ingredienten Gestar. Like, fucking, I'm like, what is going on?
Dude, we're American.
I
We
am
don't know
drinking them
anything.
though. Thank you.
How is it?
I'm about to take a sip right now.
Oh, you didn't take a sip yet?
Do you want me to?
Yes,
Fucking-
review it.
Okay. We got the hey guys, we have the Frontal Brewing Co. Juiced Punch. 5.8% New England IPA, but that's the only English words on this
But
can.
that's not New England.
I don't know. Maybe they're talking about the actual England that's by where they are.
Europe.
Yeah,
No, no,
like,
no.
like maybe not like Rhode
called,
Island.
That's called England. New England is here.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's why it's new.
Me and Tony were already on it, bro. Like, no,
I'm
we're talking
just
about
saying.
Europe, England. Anyway, so it says beer for thought. I'm gonna give it a little sip.
You better be honest.
Smells super strong.
You better be honest, Carl.
Tastes like an IPA
Cool. So
with
prob-
fruit. It tastes very fruit and IPA-y.
What the fuck is this shit you guys got from 7-Eleven?
Slurpees? What are you, deprived of your childhood? That shit's melted as fuck.
But
You can put a little bit of tequila in there.
oh, it's Slurpee Day.
I didn't
wait,
know.
what?
I didn't know if I had to be
This
ready.
is princesses. You can't just drink her shit.
I just had a smorgasbord of stuff in case. Which I'm glad. I'm having a great time. Tony,
Yeah.
you're
yeah,
fucking
man.
awesome.
Thank you.
Fuck.
You guys aren't too bad yourselves.
Yeah, we can fucking dude. Wait till we get the smoke vent in here. I'm gonna be fucking.
Okay.
Ever since I said my landlord said we could put a smoke ventilation.
Dude, I just want a cigar burning the whole fucking pod. Just.
We can smoke in here.
So what did you think about it?
Look exactly
Forget
like Joe
about it.
Rogan.
But why though? Just question everything the fuck you're saying. Just because I have a cigar.
I can't get over the Eibenschleiben.
I would.
Malcolm's,
I was
Malcolm's
dying.
good at everything. So like accents and shit like that. It's just yeah.
Skateboarding,
This is actually kind of good as fuck.
anything.
Yeah. Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got going on right now? You said you had an RX-7.
Yeah, what is it?
Where did that? And then you were just like randomly. You were just like my S15. So I was like,
Get into RX-7 first, and then I want to come back to the S15.
The RX-7 is a project I've been working on for like the last 4 years. It doesn't move. It's
Sounds like my car.
It's TCP Magic, Jay-Z powered dog box winners, Motec car. I mean, it's
Oh, wow.
it's about 60, 70 grand and it doesn't move. So it's 3/4 tube chassis. It's gonna be a gnarly party machine. I can't afford to finish it.
what's the goal for it? Are you gonna make a
rowdiness.
just
pure chaos.
just straight.
Yeah.
You got photos
Fun.
of that on Instagram or no?
Yeah, there should be on the grams.
Malcolm will search for it.
That'll be like your pro debut.
It doesn't.
Like your retirement
It doesn't.
plan.
Yeah, that's my buy a vacation home. Build it, sell it, buy a bay house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Invite
Drive it
Carl
for a
and
year or
Frankie
two,
and
have
Malcolm.
fun with it.
Yeah.
Sell it. Let somebody else destroy it.
Carl, I wanted to tell you, I don't know if you know this, Josh DeLiza's engine was his engine.
That came out of my S15.
The green?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, actually, you know what's funny? I seen the Craigslist ad for that bitch when it was first posted. I know how much it is.
Shit.
I know how much it
But
was.
it went from it went from him to what's his face in Long
Chris
Island.
Davis.
Yes, Chris Davis, and then it went to Josh.
It might have been.
So it might have
from-
been Chris's.
It might have been at Chris's.
Yeah.
Craigslist ad.
Craigslist ad, but I know the green valve cover.
And I guess Josh finally
know
killed it.
that it was pretty cheap for what it was now.
At that time.
At that time.
It was probably fair, but yeah.
It was fair, but nowadays it's
Now
cheap
it's
as
cheap.
shit.
Yeah.
But that is insane.
Yeah, and that thing ran forever.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that thing's
Josh
was-
killed it.
it's done?
No, I
Yeah.
don't know.
He talked
Is
to
it
you?
done?
Yeah, I think he blew it
Is
up.
it the motor that's in next to my toolbox?
I
think it is. I think he left it
messaged him
here.
and I was because he was complaining about temp still, and I was like, well,
His coolant temp. is-
yeah,
Yeah, it was
I was
high.
like, well, remember when you said the compression was low, and then he was like, it's normal with cams, and I was like, I guess
Nah,
you're
he
right.
pressure tested the system, and he did a fucking, what do you call it? A coolant tester thing in the
Combustion test.
to see if there's combustion
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
coolant.
yeah.
And it passed both. So I was like, I don't know. I don't think it's a head gasket. Have you ever seen a head gasket failure and pass both of those things?
We're about to go down a really dark rabbit hole.
I want to hear this.
Don't
This
tell
might
me.
help us.
For the last 2 years, I've been fighting issues with my car, getting hot. The cylinder head was pulling up. It was actually warped. Funny story is the head came off of Richie's Canadian JZX when it first got here, and it was a pile of shit, and we had to tear it apart and rebuild it in 30 days.
Yeah.
But after he ran that for that season, he was done. We got the car like put together so he could drive it. He had a 4th place finish in Orlando. He finished driving it that season. After that season, we tore that engine down. And I already had a built JZ with a VVTi head. So he took that stuff. I took his old shit. I had a brand new 3-liter block, took the Canadian head, just strapped it to my car, threw it in there, and been driving it ever since. Well, I'd have been having temperature problems forever, so I put a pressure sensor in the coolant system, went out to E-Town at East Coast Drift School, and went to logs, 8,000 RPM, 60 pounds of coolant pressure. So I'm like, okay, and it only does it at 8,000 RPMs at a certain amount of boost. I'm like, it's got to be lifting the head, or it's got to be warped. Like, but I took a leak down tester and put the bubble funnel on the cooling system because I'm like, yeah, it's got to be a head gasket. But like, let me pressurize the cylinders and each cylinder and see if any bubbles come out of the over bubbly tube thing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's a technical term.
No fucking shit. But obviously, it's not a lot of pressure. It's 100, 150 psi. It's not 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 psi of cylinder pressure. But I figured if the head gasket was bad enough, it would show. So like, yeah, it's passing all the tests at idle, right? The stupid little coolant strip things or whatever. Couldn't figure it out. Put a coolant temperature or pressure sensor in it and was able to review the logs and be like, okay, pulled the head, looked at it, and was like, okay, the gasket's completely fucked. And so I took it to the machine shop and, yeah, your head's warped, dude.
Okay.
But it made sense because I started thinking about it and I'm like, oh, yeah, because we tore down Rich's car after that first season of FD and everything was new. Like it was all PWR rad and all sorts of fancy shit after the train wreck with the Canada because the car was just in such bad shape that he didn't have the funds with buying the car and running a season to do another motor on top of it. But at the end of that season, we pulled his rad out and I'm like, why the fuck does this thing look like it's ballooned? Like it was puffed out. And I'm like, fuck, man, whatever. Car never got hot.
Never
and
thought
that's
about
another
it.
thing. The car would see 58 pounds of coolant pressure at like 188 degrees. But I would be at 8,000 RPM. That means like I just jumped in it. It's still kind of cold, and I pinned it.
Yeah.
So it was definitely getting hot. So my car's down right now. The head's off of it, and
So you think it was
should be.
the head was warped this whole time?
it was.
Okay.
So it was warped in his car too, but since his rad was in the back,
Yeah.
and it never overheated, and he just had to do those 4 rounds of FD.
Yeah.
You know, we got done, and when we took it all apart, we're like, "What the fuck? Why
See,
is
I'm
this?"
glad you told me this story because now this is something we can think
What's
about.
the timestamp on this, Malcolm? So I could be like, hey, Josh, 12:58.
This
Coolant pressure. Well, he needs to get rid of the power
mean-
C first.
Okay.
I think he's
All
on
right,
a
anyway,
link.
Anyway,
Okay,
guys.
yeah,
he's, on,
anyway,
he's on a link, I believe.
you
Isn't
didn't
Josh
hear
on a
that.
link?
No, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
on
don't think this
power
is
C.
his problem though, because I think because he took it around yesterday when he left here and he got back and it was like 185 degrees just cruising around, and I was like, it's a little hot to be cruising around, which it came out to like, I don't know, Celsius. I only know Celsius when it comes to coolant temps because that's the power of C. Like, it's so fucking retarded. But
70, 80, something.
yeah,
around
something.
there.
I think it was above 80.
Yeah,
and I was
if
like,
it's above 80, I'm like,
it's a
ooh.
little hot. Yeah, for just cruising around.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, dude. But yeah, I don't think it's a head issue. Maybe it is. I don't know what else he's running into, but
I just know every time I'm around Josh, so far, he's had car troubles. So I'm like, damn, am I just bringing this on to Josh?
no, it's just. I mean,
Like-
dude.
I finally got to ride in the car with Josh after all of these years, bruh. I finally rode in the car, and as soon as I got in the car, shit started overheating.
So that was when it started. Was on the mountain.
No, it was when we were at that private day the week before the mountain when they were doing the shakedown, and I was like, oh, okay.
I mean,
All right,
it
well, I'm
could
gonna
be
get
some
out.
Weird shit. I don't know.
I'm gonna get out and just watch instead, so that you know.
The pressure sensor in the coolant system is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
good.
Yeah.
that is something that
It's the only
power
way we
C
were
is
able to
not
find
gonna-
it. So we're like, neither, the head is lifting and the bolts are loose.
Yeah.
Or it was warped, and the telltale signs on the gasket were that it almost looked like it was warped to like a side, like
Wow.
it kind of looked like a wedge almost.
Ooh.
Like, but all the bolts were tight, so
What the fuck were we talking about before this? Oh, I told you where he got the engine from. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But that engine, did you sell it as the current? Yeah, I think it was a full dressed engine.
yeah.
You sold
Because
it
I
like
swapped
that?
an RB26 into that S15.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Malcolm, if you could find his S15, it's silver. That car's sick too. Yeah, you were one of the. I'm sure people had S15s, but to me, it was one of the first S15s I remember seeing, at least at a drift track. Like,
yeah. I mean, I drifted it.
yeah.
I wasn't a complete pansy about it, but
But it was an S15, so it's
so
like,
I
yeah.
wouldn't go as hard as I usually do in the S14.
Yeah.
The S14, there's zero fucks given.
Yeah.
It's like I really don't care.
Yeah, you probably remember that car.
Yo,
Carl, right?
nah, no
that's
fucking.
that. And look at Christian. Is that Christian? Or no, is that James?
I don't
James
know.
and Tyler.
This is at
Is that Pocono?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I definitely,
you definitely remember that car.
have seen that car before because there's not a lot of
Big
S15s
work,
back in the
three-piece.
day.
Wheels
So
on it.
you didn't even build the SR. You threw a turbo on it, right? It wasn't built, that engine, I don't think.
Well, when I got the car, the engine blew up like 2 days later.
Why is this a?
Well, because I traded an S13 for that car, straight up.
okay.
But my S13 was 500 horsepower,
Yeah.
pretty
Oh.
gnarly. But
And there's the S13.
that's the 14.
Ooh, let me see that.
14. Yeah, I want to see
Click
that because I don't
14.
think I really seen this car
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Yeah, that thing's sweet.
yeah. Talk to him.
That thing is pretty cool.
That shit is barking.
So the
It's got a
S15
dog box in it.
Yeah.
Makes 725 horsepower.
Jesus Christ, that thing's definitely barking, bro.
So S15's engine blew up, and then what?
I put another S14 SR in it.
Oh, okay.
Dressed it with a Garrett GTX 3076.
Okay.
Put injectors in it. Made like 400 horsepower.
And it was that way for like, I want to say
Years.
almost 10 years.
Yeah, years.
And even went through Josh's hands for a while.
I think he drove it for 6 or 7.
And it only fell apart, quote unquote, last year, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now I think it's by my toolbox.
yeah.
And I'm supposed to do something with that.
That thing's a fucking beast.
Yeah. So that's just.
Sorry,
What?
it's a fucking beast.
I
bro.
mean, yeah, it survived. So you took it out just because you wanted to do RB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
And then I put RB in that. Put an RB in the. There's my wife putting it in.
Holy shit. Wow.
Dropping it in. That car just. That engine I
that is
bought.
the MVP right there,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
for real.
a fucking.
I bought that engine. It was a cam motor, twin turbo with pure 700s on it. I took the twins off of it and did a single turbo. It made like 650 wheel. I think there's dyno videos of it. It sounded fucking amazing.
When was the last time
Straight
you
pipe
owned something
oval.
slow? Everything you've named so far is like at least like even the fucking little go-kart,
His
the side by
Harley- his
side.
Harley
It
is
was
the
it was
slowest
when
one.
it was SR'd.
300
said,
something horsepower slow. Oh my god.
I tease Rich all the time. I'm like, do you miss your Jay-Z? Do you miss your Jay-Z? There's a 3.4 sitting on the floor.
Yeah. He's into SRs right now.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh, yeah, that-
Everything you've
So you
named
do
has
like
been-
RBs.
I do like RBs.
Yeah, you caught
I do.
4K, bro.
But they make you guys make a pretty sick product for Jay-Z's, if I remember
We make
correctly, right?
coil brackets for RBs too.
Bring up a Freedom's Instagram. I want to see this thing. Because
Thank you,
what's
Malcolm.
what's that product I'm thinking of?
The motor plate.
Dude, that thing's sick.
Yeah. It's on that car right there. Yeah.
See that thing that goes across the front of the engine, Carl?
What the fuck is that for an electric water pump?
I
What
mean,
is that?
yeah, that uses an electric water pump. This is for a rear mount rad setup.
But the
But,
general
yeah, that's-
idea with this plate is for mounting, or is this for?
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, let's
so
get the full
1,500
rundown.
horsepower or more, the side mounts of the Jay-Z's break off. So
shit.
because of the torque of the engine.
Okay.
So a lot of guys use a motor plate and a mid plate. So like on Rich's JZX, this car has got a we don't run a mid plate in drifting. Like if it was a drag car, we'd have a mid plate where the transmission bolts into the mid plate, and then
Wow.
the engine bolts onto that, and then the front plate bolts onto that. So the engine is supported in 3 different spots.
That shit is wild.
Jesus.
But this is awesome because it loses the mounts, right? So like you can drop this subframe, do an oil pump. You blow out the suspension, need to put a new subframe in. You can do it without touching the engine. The engine just stays stationary. The subframe comes out. So like if you need to do a trans or a clutch or something, you don't don't even take intercooler pipes off.
Yeah.
You're just like most transmissions. I drop a subframe in an S chassis usually, front sub, let it hang. Then you can get to all the bolts. But this, you just
I never knew that.
just pull the fucking thing right out.
So I feel like the only downside would be if you get into a pretty bad accident, then everything's moving around.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's a whole
At that point-
engine
Yeah, but that's
is-
3/4 inch billet steel or billet aluminum, so it's gonna have to be a pretty serious impact.
You know what this reminds me of? Like motorcycles where the engine's built into the frame
Yeah,
or some shit.
yeah, that's
Like,
pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I
And then-
always thought that was because anytime I saw an engine bay with some sort of crazy shit like that, I always thought it was so that you could bolt like something else, like a supercharger or something like that.
Well, and this thing's rowdy. That thing in the corner there is an electronic anti-lag valve.
this thing?
Yeah, that's electronic anti-lag. This car is pretty nutty. This is our lead tech Lucas's car.
This is a Tex car?
Yeah, he just finished
Chris,
this car.
get your bread up. What the fuck? What are we doing?
Oh my god, dude.
Look at this.
That is wild.
What?
Yeah,
Now, is there
dude.
something else you guys like? Is there something with the water pump or something involved?
Yeah,
in
we
this?
make. If you go to our website, you can see all of the parts
that
that we
out, Mel.
make.
Thank you, Malcolm.
But we do make a R35 coil conversion kit for the RB engines, 20, 25, 26. We make it for the.
I love that. Find your freedom on the website.
FMZ,
I love that.
I think you-
products.
FMZ products.
Above.
Above. Okay,
And
so
then, like you can see, we make the heater core delete kit for JZs. So,
Oh,
like,
cool.
the back water tube, the 2-bolt flange there, that'll loop around.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap
okay,
into
you
that
oil
IAC
kits.
delete. I'm gonna
This
need
is the
that.
JZ water pump kit. It gives it a
Oh.
billet. So the back half of the water pump is billet. It's got an AN fitting on the back side.
you guys design this kind of stuff in house?
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Dude,
man.
I'm literally gonna have to cop
Yeah.
that IAC delete.
And then the little VVTi 1J turbo kit.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Take a little V-band with your factory manifold.
Okay, yeah, I see. So it just bolts and
Yeah.
turns into a V-band top mount. Yeah,
What?
Yeah,
that's
dude.
cool.
Yeah.
I love the quick change rear end stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I haven't put the RX-7 one up. I made a quick change for the RX-7 too, not just the JZX and the S13, S14, S15. But But
Ooh, Supra stuff too.
yeah, we make carbon fiber intakes for
How the
Supras.
fuck? We gotta talk after this. That shit is crazy.
Guy is
the
working.
Billet thermostat housings, AN fitting.
Looks
So-
like quality stuff, man. It's,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
awesome.
That is.
Yeah, I remember seeing that front.
Well, if you're
plate
gonna
thing
do it,
come out.
make
Yeah,
it cool.
definitely. Definitely.
Dude.
But I have a ton of other stuff. I just haven't had time to put them up. Like we make billet little throttle mounts and stuff, so you can bolt onto your intake manifold and put your throttle cable on. It's just nice billet stuff.
Yeah.
Just anything that I run across that I'm like, "Ugh, we should have this.
Yeah. Yeah. I know
That's-
that feeling.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 That is.
And then up top, Malcolm on the right, there was something like Winter's Quick Change subframe DIY welding kit. That's cool.
Yeah. So you can just buy our water jetted pieces and weld it in yourself.
Do you guys have a water jet in house, or you guys?
No,
outsource?
I have
Okay.
I have a water jet off site.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
That is some actual race car shit,
Yeah.
dude. What?
I want to jump
actual-
back to this thing you said earlier. You mentioned that you worked for Brian down in MA.
Yeah, and Ray.
So that was a far ass drive for you, right? Or did you?
Yeah. Well, about an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm in southern Chester County, so I'm like 30, 40 minutes from Maryland.
Okay. What was that experience like? I feel like Brian's an awesome dude.
Yeah, it was a good experience. Learned a lot there. You know, Forsberg's program was being ran there when I was there, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
just
had to be
tons
a
of-
crazy learning
'cause
experience.
we've all kind of been doing this stuff forever. I mean, I've known Brian since he was driving FD.
Wow.
And same with Wagner. Wagner
Yeah.
was driving FD with Matt. I was just too to drive. So I was the Wednesday night guy.
Night moves.
I was the one loading all my tires in the fucking car and be like, please don't break. Please don't break. I gotta get home and go to work tomorrow.
Meanwhile, everyone's like, yeah, it's fine, man.
They're like trailers and
I talked to Brian on Instagram, and he said he would do the podcast. I was like, "Yo, come up,
Wilkerson?
here."
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, "Dude, let me know when you want to do it. That would be sick." And another person we got to have on is John Wagner. That would be cool too.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I formally really met him or talked to him, but everyone.
Wags is a good dude.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Amazing driver.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I was just interested in that because it seems like that must have been a pretty big learning experience for you, and then working with Matt Walden and all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that are listening to this podcast that are dreaming of doing things like you are or like I am. So it's cool to have them be able to hear how people got into it and stuff like that.
That's
So,
probably one of my favorite things to talk about, and like the kind of effect that has on somebody else. Like, I know off the top of my head, there's like a few friends of mine with aspirations and dreams to compete, like maybe professionally one day. So like, I don't know, hearing stuff like that is always pretty nice.
yeah.
Just to know that it really just takes, and then one day you're just poof.
And you gotta just put the work in and go where you think you're gonna learn. You know what I mean? Like, who was on the podcast that one time that had a crazy, like,
Farouk. Because we had
No.
Farouk
No, no,
on
no,
here,
it
and
was-
that
what's
guy
his
was a
face?
whole ass professional. We had Mike
Kenrick.
Power on here.
Kenrick.
We had Kenrick on
Remember
here.
that story?
Yo, I've seen Kenrick like more times outside of here
Yeah.
than you.
Yeah, right.
That is insane.
But Kenrick's story is cool because like it just seems like everything, like chances kept coming up for him to like learn or advance, and he would just take them. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go help change tires at Formula Drift, and I'm just gonna do this. It's like you have to take the opportunities, or you're not gonna make it where you hope to one day.
Kenrick cracks me up, bro. He's mad calm all the time.
Oh man,
We'll
I got a
just-
story for you.
We'll just,
boy.
We'll just throw
I
it in
hope
the
it's
back.
good.
The Dunlop days, man.
The
Oh,
what?
dude?
What's
so
the Dunlop
back in the
days?
day, dude? Dunlop gave a bunch of us East Coasters, Brian Walden, Damian Bagley. I think Chelsea was in on it, but they were feeding us drifters fucking like 200 or 300 or 400 tires a summer, and we'd all just powwow and grab the tires and then just go and drive. And then
For free or
yeah, for free.
For free.
For free. And
Wow.
then Dunlop, this is back when like FD was just starting, and I believe what had happened was they were feeding all of these tires. They saw that there was a
yeah.
movement getting ready to happen. And Dunlop, they F1, you know what I mean? Like they make a killer tire. I run Star Specs till the day I die, right? So
so does he.
I only ran them one time and then the car broke.
All
But I am interested in seeing how they are.
Yeah.
But we would get truckloads full of them, and they distribute them out, and they were all free, and everybody get to drive on them. And FD, Dunlop, I believe, went to FD and was like, we want to be the sponsored tire, blah, 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 blah. And then FD was like, I think they wanted a lot of money. And Dunlop was like, well, we're already feeding all of the drivers tires. We're not. Everybody's fucked. They just pulled tires out of drifting.
Oh, no.
Never again were we sponsored. To this day, I don't know if any driver has been sponsored by Dunlop, period, since then. Like
shit.
I'm about to reach
FD
out.
put in such a bad taste in Dunlop's
Good job, FD.
mouth that
Falcon.
Now we at Kenda.
Yeah. Damn. So how long was that going on for? Like,
I want to say like 2 or 3 years.
oh my God.
Yeah. Because like
That's crazy.
400
like the
tires.
Southern boys would come up and get theirs. It was for like everyone.
Yeah.
Whoever was on the deal. And I forget exactly what it was. I've had a couple of head injuries since then. With that damn UTV.
Yeah. It looks like you could.
I saw that you had a helmet on in the video, so that's good.
Yeah.
But no,
I flipped it with Nick Swan in it.
Oh my God.
There's like 400 stitches from here to here. He broke his neck or his back and his shoulder. Yeah, we flipped it
we
going
ain't
80.
getting in there with you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
getting.
back to what I said earlier. I'm not getting that past
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting the side by side thing with Tony, bro.
It was on pavement. That's why.
That's
It
even
gripped
worse.
up.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
like we were sliding it and it caught traction and end over ended itself.
But
So-
Dunlop is one of those things, or one of those brands that I like because of the heritage of it. The Dunlop logo is cool. You drive under Tsukuba, it says Dunlop.
Yeah.
Like,
And they make a really sticky tire.
yeah, they make
What
a good
kind of tires
tire.
were they
They
giving
make
you?
tennis
Garbage?
rackets
Star
too.
specs.
What?
Yes, full star specs.
Just 400
Or no, I think it
Z2s?
was. I don't think they were giving out the star specs.
was
I
gonna
think they
say.
gave us a certain amount of star specs, and they were all for our fronts. And then it was DZ 101s, or what
Which
they
is
were
That's
giving.
also a good
still a
tire.
good
I ran
tire.
that tire.
Yeah,
That was
which is
one of
what
the
they were
first
giving
nice
us.
tires I
Yeah.
ever bought. Was a
Yeah.
DZ 101 for my Integra. They were kind of loud on the road, but they were good.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
glad you told me this because I always, dude, I would always think to myself, why are there not more tire companies sponsoring drifting? Are they stupid
Right.
or what? And then stories like this.
Well, we were all
It's like-
pretty upset about it because, like,
Well, yeah,
that's
obviously.
when Brian and Wagner were driving FD. Matt was driving FD.
Yeah.
Damian Bagley, Chelsea was driving
So
FD.
crazy.
Or no, that was Nope. Shit, that's I don't know. They're all running together. Like
Yeah.
we ran. I was crewing for Matt and Dennis Marzana's in Nope. Fuck, dude, it's just so long. I can't.
Yeah, 'cause
it's
I was
so
gonna say,
long
I-
ago. I can't keep them all
I don't know
straight.
who was doing FD and who wasn't, but I know it wasn't. I mean, maybe the first couple of years, a lot of people were doing it,
Yeah.
but Nope, I know was a lot of people did that.
Yeah, and they supplied the tires for that too. And
It's just
I just kind of got in on my homies' deals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got some tires for helping out.
yeah.
That makes me feel good because I feel like that's always
Dude, I just
just
hope
happened to be somewhere.
I hope there'll be like a second wave of like tire companies that are just like, you know what? Maybe we
I
should
saw
try
that
Accelera.
podcast in the Dunlop.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Come back, Dunlop.
Formula Drift
Hashtag.
just fucked it up with Dunlop, and that's the
Yeah.
reason no tire company ever
God,
wanted to do
dude.
business again.
And they got a cool logo. That shit's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it would be a good idea for like certain team, like Front Street, obviously. Front Street, they need a full tire sponsorship. Why do they not have one?
Don't they?
No,
Are they literally
no,
sponsored by
no.
Accelera?
No.
Okay.
No one has a full tire sponsorship like that.
No
Yeah.
one hands out.
I don't
if
You
know.
get a
I don't-
discount.
Yeah.
You get a discount.
Yeah.
I don't
you get a
know if
pretty
anyone in
decent discount.
Formula Drift's different. You know, like I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but I'm just saying.
Richie
like,
paid for all his tires.
that's what I mean. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I'm also a big proponent of like grassroots drift teams that get a lot of like Front Street, like other like Animal Style in their prime, like teams like that. I'm like, companies should be focusing on that because that's what all the kids are watching.
Yeah.
That's what they're aspiring to be. Like, I feel like tire companies should just aim for those for those teams because it would be a good idea. And like, how much fucking money are you really losing? There's fucking like 4 drivers,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and we can't afford to drift every fucking event. So,
Right.
I don't know. It's just crazy to me, but. And then you hear stories like that, and it's like, yeah, they're just giving tires away.
Dude, it was
like,
amazing. It was amazing. We would go out like to Damien's house, and his entire basement was full of tires.
It probably smelled like
Dude,
Pet
it did-
Boys in there.
Dude,
I love that
everywhere was
smell.
tires everywhere. Just
Rip Pet
fucking
Boys,
ceiling and like
That's crazy.
everybody's names were written on them. Like, come get your load.
Pause.
And then a load would get shipped to import, and then the Maryland boys would come up and get those tires and take them down.
Oh, so you guys had a tire cartel?
Yeah,
Like
pretty
this is
much.
right,
Yeah.
dude.
This is sounds
Tire
like
mafia, and they were Dunlops. They smelled good burning.
Yeah. Malcolm, I had the Patreon members ask some questions. Could you find like
Those are the ones
a
that we are
handful
going
that
to.
are really?
They're all pretty good.
They're all
Okay.
good. Hell yeah, dude.
I'm sorry for some of these questions. in
Dunlop.
advance.
Wait, Elijah Blue, bro. This is my boy who has moved here from Hawaii. Elijah, stop by
Don't
here,
put all of them up, Mal. Can you,
And,
can you just put one up
and we can do that.
or something?
I don't know. We're-
Tony's just gonna read through all of them and then fucking
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
perfect. What's your thoughts on the LS swap craze? Are you for it, or do you prefer to keep the spirit of the car in it? Example: JDM motors and JDM cars, etc. I like this question because this is something that I would.
This is the
probably
most
ask you.
legitimate question Elijah's ever asked because he's usually just like, "Yo, where's the S13 you bought me?"
So yeah, I guess basically, how do you feel about LSs?
Oh. So I had one of those.
Okay.
I had a LS 350Z.
Okay.
It's actually I hate this thing.
You still have it?
No, I
Oh,
got
okay.
rid of it. But
It comes back to you, right?
dude, it's probably the only car I've driven to where my shoe melted to the fucking floor. That's how many laps I got. Like the fucking thing just kept going and going.
Shit.
I couldn't fucking kill it
So,
So-
so why do you hate it?
because they sound like shit.
Yes, the truth. There it is.
Can't you just like up the rev limiter to like 9,000 and just pray that it lasts? Like have you ever,
But then it's not
Hot
gonna-
car sounds good.
Yeah,
It
it
sounds
does.
sick.
And the circle track motor that's in Ben's RTR that we picked up that Ben Zislin's RTR from Cletus McFarlane. We ran that car for him for a month. He did a drift thing for a month, just every day at a racetrack driving.
Oh wow.
And it's got a circle track motor in it with ITBs. It's a NASCAR motor for all intents and purposes. It's pretty gnarly. I would say that's probably the best sounding
Yes.
V8.
Wait. Yes.
I
Circle
drove it the other
track.
day, so I was like,
That's got like baffling so that it's not because, dude, circle track.
Is it an
they're
LS?
sitting like this?
no, it's
No.
a Ford motor.
Okay, so I don't. Yeah,
That thing's probably so sick.
Right away, Fords sound better than LSs.
Yeah.
like definitely, 100%.
Yeah, my wife had a RTR Spec 5 that had an illuminator in it with a blower on it. Vaughn's a good friend of ours, so he was like, yo, I got this car. And then we ended up with it. and then I blew it up.
You blew it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it had a little mishaps with it.
Well,
Okay.
he was literally trying to kill it. So
Yeah, I did. It lost the tune, and I was beating on it. And
I feel like. Why do I feel like I know this story? Maybe I'm getting deja vu.
yeah,
That's
I might have.
you know, it sounds like you're trying to forget this
Yeah,
fucking car so badly, and now we're just digging it up. Like
It was a fun car. It was a really fun
so.
car.
Is it safe to say that you prefer JDM engines in these
Yeah,
cars?
yeah, for
Okay.
sure. I mean, if it's a competitive thing, like definitely you probably should put an LS in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know though. Dylan Hughes' car is really good. You know, it's Brad Dan's car.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just the LS is just the torque is. But now my car makes torque instantly. Like we figured out how to make the JZ just scream and have the exact same characteristics. Torque in instantly. Like you know, Rich's 3.4 was like 840 horsepower, 20 pounds of boost.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Like the thing
fuck?
is retarded. You know what I mean? Like,
As far as reliability goes, though, you still say
super reliable. I was not even pushing. It's a 1,500 horsepower motor. It's we're only he only well, he
We're talking
turned
about the
it down.
JZ.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
it's still reliable.
yeah. I
Of
would say
course,
so.
of course,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Frankie, what the fuck do you think you're talking
well,
about,
I'm
bruh?
thinking
This is a
competition,
Toyota product.
drifting, high horsepower engines.
Yeah, you need-
LS JZ.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
but
With the biggest smile on his
But
face,
if you
by
had
the
to put
way.
money down and bet which one would be more reliable, I don't know. Some people would say
I would just say that the turbo brings a lot of heat and it brings a lot of complications. Like it's the KISS theory. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
So like the more simple of an engine you have, the easier it's going to be at the track.
single
you know what
cam
I mean?
push
Like,
rods.
you know, like
Can't really beat
it
that.
makes a ton of power. My 350Z made like 400, and it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, like
See, that sounds great.
It was great because I could afford the tires. Like now it's like I have to take 10 tires anywhere I go. You know what I mean? Like
That's
it gets
what always
one
stopped me from
one
making
or
a
two
fast car.
laps at E-Town for the whole course. If I do full course, it gets maybe a lap.
Yeah.
Lap and a half.
That's okay. So a friend of ours was I was in the Discord the other night, and a friend of ours, Paxton, he has like a Coyote powered S14,
Cool.
and he was like, "Yeah, usually he has an accent." Oh, I'm so sorry, Paxton. Usually I'll get like
Once you apologize, I knew it was going to be bad.
Usually I'll get
Sorry
like
in advance.
2 to 3 laps. And I'm like, 2 to 3 laps? Yeah, out of a 295. And I'm
Holy
like, out of a
shit.
what? Like a 295 tire, 3 laps,
for me
I'm
anymore.
good.
That's not fun for me
Personally,
anymore.
that sounds like hell. That
Yeah.
sounds like a waste of money. That
Yeah.
sounds like the EPA is going to knock on my door.
I think 350 to 450. Somewhere.
But
in
if you go to a prepped racetrack, like
Yeah.
I can get like I did NJMP last year for that Fuel Fest thing, and I was getting decent tire wear there, and it was billowing smoke everywhere. So I would get back, and I'm like, dude, it's all third and fourth gear at that place. Like it's super fast, and I'm like, wow. I don't have to change my tires. Let's go again.
Damn, that's awesome.
What layout did you run at NJMP out of curiosity? Was it Lightning or Thunderbolt?
I think it was
or whatever the fuck?
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt was the
I'd have to
I think
look it
that's the
up.
one we might have played with on Assetto. But yeah, the one with the long
Straight to a right-hander.
to a right. That's like a crest.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That shit was ballin'.
that shit was probably sick.
Yeah, I think we have a 360 video of it on my Instagram.
Malcolm?
It's
No.
pretty dope.
Do you mind? Sorry.
This is important. Do you mind?
What was it?
My Instagram.
360 video of him drifting NJMP.
Let me see if I can
There,
find
that.
this one.
Maybe.
That's inside it.
That's
That's me
Oh.
chasing a GTR. Yeah, they let us out on track with road racers, and I'm like drifting, and the guy, I think that the up one, that one, I think one of these is a video. It just looks like a picture. Nope, not that one. I'm not very good at this.
Just go
though.
back to the. Oh, maybe this one. Oh,
No.
oh, whoa, whoa,
That
whoa,
car
whoa!
looks good.
That looked really good right
There
there.
it is. So that's the 360 view of it at NJMP.
Jesus.
It makes clouds.
Dude said. "Ooh, doo, 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 doo,"
That car
all the
looks
way
good.
down,
It's
dude. That
so
shit's
much
just
fun.
burning up tire. My brother lives 8 minutes from here.
I love this place. I hope they let us go back there.
Tony, after looking at your car, what's your what was your inspiration like to build cars the way they look? You know, the way you make them look. Like I feel like
It's like what I like.
yeah,
it's just
because I
based
feel like
off-
you have a lot of the same like style that I like, but I don't know. I'm trying to get an idea of where it
Like
came
those are
from for you.
T37Vs, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like JDM, just goodness.
And you know what it was too? You kind of came up right when all that was at its like peak, I feel like.
Yeah, when like Elite JDM Nick was bringing in all
Yeah.
that stuff, dude. And
Dude, his fucking place was huge.
yeah.
Hell yeah! Now I want to do some fucking long.
Go to the in-car one, Malcolm. I want to
I'm gonna do
check
some
that out.
fucking long drifts.
This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, look, I'm sucking up on a GTR. I'm like, go faster, pussy! I'm screaming at him. I'm like, dude, if I have to fucking brake right now,
Yeah, it's annoying. I could imagine. It's so sick though to be drifting behind a GTR grip trolley
Yo,
and you're just catching up to him.
I kept seeing him look in his side view. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Stop looking at me. Go.
Yeah,
like-
yeah, I'm coming.
I'm like, why are you hitting the brakes? Why are you hitting the brakes?
That's cool, man.
Yo, that shit. I want to drift some fucking fast corners.
Hit us with another question, Mount.
Yeah.
What? Give me a memorable moment for how you got to where you are now.
FRS Zach.
Most memorable moment.
Shout out FRS Zach for being a longtime Patreon member too.
Yeah, dude. Patreon's blowing up.
Most memorable moment. I don't even know how I fucking got here.
Dude, well, it's a brain injury. Yeah, clearly not.
How did we get here?
I feel like sometime around.
I feel like I just never stop learning. Like, I feel like if you stop learning, then you're just going to be stagnant and wither away. You surround yourself with people that are always teaching you and learn from your peers, like, you know, you guys, other people. You know, most memorable moment, all of them. I'm just grateful to have every moment that I've had.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change anything for, you know, to where I'm at. I don't really think I'm anywhere, so
That's how we all feel.
like,
Builds one of the
know what to
most
do with my hands.
reputable shops.
Like,
dude.
we're just figuring it out day by day.
So I read some of these questions before we did this. Like, I read them yesterday, and I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I would never know how to answer that
I know.
question.
Like, it's a good question.
Yeah, it is a
I
good
just
question.
think I don't have a good answer. I'm just...
For some people, I'm sure there is like a moment when something happened. You know what I mean?
I ask everybody before for a while, I used to ask everybody who we would have on here, like, was there like a turning point where you chose like, okay, 110% in this and in this only?
Probably when his wife created a shop for him.
Yeah, I was like, your wife probably was like, all right.
When she found the shop and she was like, get the fucking shit out of the garage. That's probably like, oh,
I guess it's 110%
Shit,
now.
now I got to do this real crap. That's awesome.
There's Ricardo and
That's Ricardo, Slim Rick.
your wildest memory of something blowing up on the dyno. Here's an example of a question I didn't want to ask him, Malcolm. So I don't know if you can,
know
like,
what? Shit, you know, I don't think we've ever blown anything up on
that
the
is the
dyno.
best answer I've heard yet.
I think we rented the dyno one time and a trans exploded and gear oil was all over the floor. It was an auto trans and a drag car or something, some big dick car, and it
Oh, like one of those like funny car looking.
Yeah, it let go and it was a mess. I think that was really it. Like, everything else was nothing. If anything happened, we would neither catch it before it happened. It's like, oh well, Andy's like, this doesn't sound right, or it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Shut it off. You know what I mean? So, us personally, with stuff that we've built or tuned, I don't think we've had anything.
That's the best
blow
answer
up.
I can give.
Good
we've
answer.
We've had them knock and be like, okay, call the customer. It's fucking knocking. But that was your engine that we have no idea we bought from.
JB Media asks, how did the business get started? Do you ever foresee it getting to where it's at today? Well, we answered the first question pretty good, but did you ever foresee it getting to, I guess, where it is now?
I guess I don't know where we're at now. So. I think we're still peasants.
You're in New Jersey
in my
right now.
mind. You know what I mean?
I get that feeling. Yeah,
Like, I don't.
but that's the feeling you should have,
I
because
think we're jaded by this stuff because we get to see it every day.
Yeah.
And like that's same with the moment thing. It's like I've had so many moments that are pivotable or pivotable,
whatever, something like that.
So it's like hard to put a thought on one because we've seen so much, we've done so much, we've traveled the country with our friends, we've drifted, like we've done
I feel
all
like
this
it
stuff.
would hinder you if you felt like you got somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
'cause
you
then
would
you're
just
like,
stop.
okay,
Then.
you'd be stagnant.
Yeah,
You'd be
exactly.
growing, and
Yeah, so you always want to feel like
that's
you're.
the thing. Like I see other things that other people do, and I'm like, oh, cool. Let's see, how can we do that too?
Yeah, that's
Or
exactly.
can
how
I
it
do
is.
that better? Maybe a little bit. Or
Yeah.
fuck, that was hard. I can't do it at all. Fuck it.
Ken Fuji's got a pretty intricate question here.
Yeah,
Carl, you wanna ask him?
this is a Ken, what are you cooking, bro? I'm looking into getting an ECU Master Black. What ECU do you recommend / prefer as a tuner redriver? Is there something else you would suggest? SRRB.
ECU Masters Black is great. It really depends on your budget and like what you want to do with it. ECU Masters Black, Link, Haltech, Motec, all those are really great ECUs. It's kind of like the ones that we like a lot.
I always say when people ask a question like that, I always go to where are you going to go get tuned and what does he want you to use?
Right.
Right? Because I feel like that's like the most important thing. If you don't know where you're going to go get tuned, maybe you start looking into that first.
Yeah.
You know?
But
you can go to Freedom
like,
Motorsports.
sometimes there's like so many different offering.
Or if they offer some cool shit inside the car.
Yeah,
maybe something
like that's what I mean. Like some ECUs now are trying to just all in one. Like
Yeah. Well, that's what's in my car, the R5. It's all in one PDM, ECU.
all
everything.
of
That's
it.
wild.
Yeah, so that's sick. Like,
Yeah, it's really nice. So like I can pull data logs. It's got an oscilloscope in it. Like I can fix shit when I can see everything that every wire is doing, what voltages are doing. What the? I can send an email to Andy while he's sitting at home eating dinner. Like,
that's what Josh was doing. Josh,
I'm over here on the Power FC.
We were in Kentucky.
my shit has Wi-Fi, bro.
That's
Yo, so funny story.
What do you mean? Like you could just fucking
Wi-Fi, bro? Like literally. So
Like he
Andy's
could
out.
be in his car and
No,
send...
Andy's on the dyno, right? Fucking doing something. And I'm in the shop fucking with my car. And he's turning the fucking injectors off. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my car? Like, this shit ain't working. And I'm like freaking the fuck out. And he comes walking in laughing his dick off. He's like disabling shit. Like, I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
That's amazing.
Imagine Andy's just sitting there. He's like, "Yo, watch
He's
it."
on the dyno. Yeah, that's pretty much what he was doing. He's
And
like,
then you just hear from like
And then I
Tony's
could just see
bang.
him sitting there smiling.
Yeah, like I'm screaming, like this is it was only a cooling issue. Why is it not running right? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Tyler Holzman, in your opinion, what is the next big swap? Sort of how the JZ and LS dominate the common swaps these days. That's kind of a cool question.
I really think the B58 would be a good one.
Is that BMW?
That BMW engine, yeah.
That's what everyone's talking about.
I mean, inline 6.
Yeah.
I mean, Papadakis has got a lot of
I
good
was
stuff
just gonna
coming
say,
with that.
yeah.
Like,
Is that the Super engine too?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of BMW. Anything with the number 40.
Well, because we can't rely on Toyota to give us an actual 2J
Car
again.
Yeah. Yeah. They can't do anything. They have to rely on everyone else.
Rip.
Except if you want a Corolla.
Yeah, now I feel like that would be a popular swap if you were like a Honda guy.
Yeah.
What, like the GR Corolla
Yeah.
thing?
I'm just saying,
'Cause
like,
that
why
would be
is that the
dope.
one car that they were like, yeah, we'll make this one, but all the other ones will just let
What
someone
they're
else
thinking.
do it?
Let me make a call. I'll talk to him.
Like,
Yo, we got drifting to do, bro. Make
That's a
some
cool car,
Make an
too.
aluminum block 2J, please. Thank you.
Yo, that would be
With 4 bolt mains, thanks.
so is that basically what this BMW is? It's
with
aluminum
the
and
4-bolt
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta look at. I know Papadakis made a video about like tearing that engine down, right, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta check that out.
Well, and so did Real Street. Jay
Yo,
made one.
I
And
love
was
that guy.
Yeah, dude, that was a really good video.
Dude, he makes awesome videos.
Yeah.
Very informative.
Is
like,
that Real Street? Is that Alpha podcast? Is
I
that-
don't know if they
No,
have a
it's-
podcast.
I don't think
but
they have a
Or they
I don't know.
or that
He has a
guy may
YouTube.
have gone onto
Maybe.
that podcast.
That
'Cause
guy, I would listen to that. 'Cause that guy's awesome.
I listened to a
Yeah.
good chunk of it. That
Yeah.
guy's
I never knew. I thought Real Street was just like a performance product website always, and then I saw those videos on YouTube, and I was like, damn, these guys. do a lot
not,
of
dude.
shit.
Those guys are high power fucking.
Yeah, I didn't know
YouTube.
that.
That's always just what you saw. Like I always Texas 2K type shit. Like
Damn,
Yeah.
very informative videos. I love
fast
that.
as fuck.
All right, cool. That takes care of that.
Shout out Tyler. Hey
Aiden-
Tyler, nice car, buddy.
Aiden says, I can't think of any questions, but I really like this post idea. Well, cool. 'Cause
Yo,
we're
wait.
probably still gonna-
If Aiden's not gonna talk about it, look at his profile picture real quick. Look, he painted his car yellow as hell. Yeah.
He needs a school bus stop sign.
Yes. That would actually be kind of sick. Ken-
My Z was yellow, so I thought that about my Z. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
I'm
you've been
tandeming with my homies. Just put the button out.
That would
Like,
actually be kind of funny.
saving that shit for bad.
Kent Wan asks, is there a bridge between grassroots and FD type drifting? If so, what would it look like? This question confused me.
LZ World Tour.
Oh, that's a perfect answer.
Yo, yeah, that actually.
Yeah, that
Hey.
was perfect.
Hey, Josh is literally about to go.
Yeah, right. That's this weekend.
I think.
Today?
Is he leaving right now?
I think they're gone already. They're going to Canada again. They're just Canada boys now.
I just know that Josh posted
Well,
something.
they got poutine, dude.
Yo,
Fucking poutine.
yo, I fuck with the poutine, bro. And yo, guess where you could get poutine quick too, like easy in Canada? McDonald's.
Oh fuck, dude. They also have a double.
I hate to be that guy,
Double
but what
Big
the
Mac.
fuck are you guys talking about?
Poutine is
It's gravy fries with cheese curds.
yeah, it's disco fries,
Huh.
but Canadian version.
It's wild.
And
dude.
they have it at McDonald's?
It's
Yeah,
a party in your mouth.
Dude, I had it when I went to. when the fuck was that? I don't even know. But when I was in Montreal, I had it. Every
fuck
other
was that?
McDonald's we were at, and they were doing some. You know how like McDonald's would come out like the McRib, like
Yeah.
something random tester thing.
Yeah.
They had like buffalo poutine. They had like garlic poutine. I was like living, fucking had all that shit.
It's kind of weird. I never even heard of that.
God damn, I'm hungry, dude.
Yeah, no, me too. I know. We're gonna read some questions on the Instagram we posted up today, and
Hell
then
yeah.
we'll get out of here, get some food. Okay, cool. We weren't bombarded today.
Why is Australian Malcolm Jordos saying Carl has aura? Hello, Jordos. How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well.
Okay, we got some retarded questions in here.
Yeah, I don't even know. We had such a great podcast so far. How about one dumb one, Frankie? Come on.
One dumb one? You want me to pick one dumb one? Okay.
Who would win in a fight? Read that
That's the dumb one, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who would win in a fight? Iron Man off the perk or Batman during No Nut November?
Yo,
Oh my god, dude.
You had to put some effort in that. That's Michael C. Cone. I'm outing you, buddy, because there's no way. Yeah. Okay. So I don't.
How do you answer that? I know you're seriously trying to guess. But.
So Iron Man off the perk would be like Robert Downey. Would that bring him to like 1990 Robert Downey?
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay, then if you're in that era, who's Batman from that era? 1990 would be the first Batman. Well, for me.
I don't
So that
know.
would be who was the first Batman? Michael Keaton.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
his
yeah,
name?
yeah. Michael Keaton.
Yeah. So him with No Nut November. Ooh, he might be dangerous.
Yeah. No. Robert
He
Downey.
fucked some shit up.
Robert Downey's mad.
I'm thinking Robert Downey.
Yeah. Robert Downey knows how to party in that era,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, yeah, he does, doesn't
What
he?
about you? What do
Yeah.
you think? What do you think?
I'll go with Robert Downey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would snort a line of coke off Batman after he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, easy peasy.
Best dead battery / alternator / starter stories.
Why is Brendan asking this, bro?
That is so.
It's like, does he know my shop is a black hole for batteries?
Oh,
like everything's
what?
fucking dead all
maybe
the time.
he does. Maybe he does then.
Why?
I don't know. It's like we're on a fucking magnetic force field. It just drains every fucking battery.
Really?
Brand new ones. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, it could be. You could be in some weird fucking area.
No.
Dude, I don't know.
Don't say that.
And now I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, and my forklift will be dead.
Ooh, what kind of forklift y'all got? The
It's
Toyota
kinda-
guy? Oh, no,
kinda
it's a
Heister.
Mitsubishi one. Oh, no, what is it?
A Heister.
Heister?
Yep.
Yo, you need to. How come we don't have forklift?
Chill out, dude. I'm not putting one of those things in here.
I would fuck around with that shit so much.
Ask Tony about import intelligence days. How was the car scene back then? Pretty good question.
That's actually a good question. Oh, the car scene back then was good. It was good. I liked it back then.
It was easy, bro.
Yeah, it was
what,
good.
What year was that around?
2008, 2009, 2010,
Okay.
2000.
That was right when I was getting into cars.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was there was no takeover shit,
No,
right? There's
definitely
none of that going on.
No.
Hmm.
Now here's the real question, because this is what I always think about from that area. Stance wasn't really a thing yet,
No.
but it was.
That's why it was so
starting
good.
a little bit, but it wasn't really a
Yeah,
thing.
there was no.
So cars looked normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard.
They were
We've
like,
heard of this
they,
time.
they were like negative camber. Whoa,
Yeah.
that's gonna wear my tires.
Literally, dude.
You know that tire cost $349.
Yo, we should just.
You paid for the tire and you're only using this much.
2010 and after is going to be. That's from now on. That's known as the after stance.
Is it?
Yeah. And then before is BS. Before stance. Literally. Because I remember going to car shows and the cars were normal.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, dude.
And nobody
literally,
was angry.
No one was angry. It was weird. Everyone
that's-
liked each
that
other.
was the biggest.
You know
thing.
what it was? Instagram didn't exist.
No. That was
That's what it was.
That's why earlier I said easy, because it's like, oh, I could probably just go somewhere and not have to worry about somebody going,
Well, why the fuck would you do that?
I saw what you did on Instagram the other day. What did you? I saw what you were doing.
Why did you paint him like that?
Yeah, you're right though. No, it really was different. Like shit was different, and it was honestly it was better.
I have a story about this.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yes.
Okay, so I do donuts in my parking lot, right?
Yes, you told me about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
My parking lot is paved. There's not a lot of rocks. There's no gravel. It's like a nice parking lot. I had a customer get irate that I was doing donuts in a parking lot and that dust may have gotten on his car. I was like, dude, it's rubber. It rains, you know, like, you know. Like,
What kind of car was it?
As you're
Tiburon?
saying this to me, I can totally see this
BRZ.
happening.
It's
And it's the
it's a BRZ.
that was wrapped.
Oh,
I was like,
so it was protected.
this is a protected car. And there was a cameraman standing in front of the car. So I'm like,
Even more protected.
like, I'm like, you think that guy's getting pelted with shit, guy? He's standing there with a fucking camera.
It's so annoying. But yeah, so this is a good example of like something that a shop owner has to kind of, I don't want to say deal with, but
Yeah.
this is what happens. Like no matter how careful and right you try to be with everything, the second you have a little bit of fun doing something, someone's gonna go, wait,
Hold up.
hold
Call
on,
the fucking
what
cops."
the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I feel like nowadays it's a lot easier to just fucking if it truly is like a harmless feat.
Which it seems like it was.
It
There's
sounds like
there's nothing wrong with
he
that.
would not be
sounds
bringing
like
this up
it
if
sounds like the internet would now swallow the opposite party.
Oh yeah, probably. If it was something,
It's like stop complaining, Karen. Like
Yeah.
that's what Facebook comments would go nuts.
yeah,
At least in my opinion. I think
But-
that's what happened. If you're truly wrong or correct or whatever, vice
yeah.
versa.
But
One time I was doing donuts out in front of the parking lot. It's like 5 o'clock, and you know you've seen the parking
Yeah.
lot. Well, there's traffic then.
Yep.
A fucking Karen is screaming at me. What the fuck are
That's
you doing?
amazing.
And I'm,
That's
I'm
the
just,
best
I'm not
thing ever.
lifting.
Now
I'm
that
gonna
I-
keep going.
Now that I know,
She leaves, calls the shop.
what?
Calls the shop. You're doing burnouts. We can't see across the road. Blah, 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 blah. Going off, right?
First of all, she should have just called the cops. if
I
she
did.
wanted.
I was like, lady,
Yeah.
look, this is private property. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but
Fuck off.
yeah, with all due respect, fuck off.
morning cat.
Call the cops.
Yeah.
Call the cops.
Jesus Christ.
Meanwhile,
we can't see across
I'm
the
cracking up
street.
because after Chris got his tune, one of the texts was like, "Yeah, try it out." And me and Chris are like, because here.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah,
No.
right.
Yeah.
But then there, Chris does like the tiniest burnout. It was just like a little.
Chris was
Right
probably
into the
freaking
trailer.
out. He's like,
and then,
fuck,
then the guy is like,
What was that? What was that?
That's it?
Come back
"That
and
was
tell
because
me
he's
that.
using Tony stuff."
Yeah. He's used to seeing Tony fucking send up fucking smoke signals at fucking rush hour.
the best.
Dude,
I love it.
I have a video of it too. It was like the tiniest, like, whim, bim, 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 boom. And then that was it. And then the tech was, I wish I knew his name, but he was cracking me
Who's
up.
this in the thing? Ben Drifts, big Stang guy.
Oh yeah, that's Ben. He's the one that bought the RTR.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As we're talking about the story
Yeah.
that I haven't doing, that's funny.
He should drive that thing, Ben. You should drive that. You know you still own that, right?
Isaac asks, best sounding SR and JZ setup, turbo, exhaust manifold, exhaust, just the sound. Nothing else. Performance doesn't matter.
In my opinion, if you're gonna SR it, you gotta VE it.
That's a big jump.
It sounds so good.
That's a
Price
big
It
gap.
sounds so good, but it didn't used to be. It was $500 for the head.
Yeah, now
Now it's fucked.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I think
used
JP
to
is the
be
reason.
kind of-
JP is the reason it's fucked. I'm
They
blaming
were
JP.
like 500 something bucks.
Yeah.
Like, sub 1,000, that's for
Fuck
sure.
now.
Are
how
they
crazy,
not?
How crazy is that swap? I never looked into it. Like how involved is this shit?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Machine the oil pump, use a VE oil pump, buy a Mazworks kit or line kit. It's pretty simple.
And it just slaps on.
Yep. Bolts right on.
So okay.
Like a normal SR.
Yeah,
But I would say anything V-band turboed and a Tomei exhaust sounds really good.
For SR.
Yeah, for SR.
Okay, so the manifold.
You like
or
the
you're talking
R-Tech,
the
R-Tech manifold.
R-Tech manifold
For
with
sure.
a
We have them in
Tomei
stock.
turbo back. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have them in stock.
We do have R-Tech manifolds in stock.
In stock.
If you guys ever
JZ,
need 'em.
SR.
Do you have a JZ one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go shopping after this.
Okay, good. Good. Thank God. We finally found the guys that need R-Tech manifolds. Fuck.
You didn't show him anything around.
Have you seen this place, Carl? This place is a dump right now. Like,
A dump.
And when he means dump, it's really nice, guys.
It's very, very clean.
but everything is fucking, it's all over the
everybody,
place.
you know what? You know
in
what people
construction.
tell me? You know what people tell me?
For fucking 6 months.
They're like, hey, why is Frankie always saying he's having a horrible month?
you know what it is? That's probably
because it's probably true.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, he just thinks like that.
Malcolm, we
like-
got to change up the outros. We can't do them in the morning anymore because I come in here and I'm just miserable and I'm like, fuck. Yeah, they're listening to outros and we're always just fucking.
yeah, we're having a horrible month. I'm like, oh fuck, should I
No, we're good. We're
fucking
good.
talk to Frankie about him not being so?
We had
pessimistic?
April. I don't know why was the worst month for us. I think it's because I was in Japan for a week or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that'll
All of
do
a
it.
sudden,
Malcolm-
the fucking shop just fell apart.
Malcolm's funneling money out.
Yeah, like I don't know what was going on, but we got to check Malcolm's numbers because I don't know.
Wow, you know what's funny? I started a paint booth in April. Yeah, Malcolm funded it.
All right, let's see what else. We talked about Batman. Okay, that's it. We're good. Nothing else serious in here. Just ridiculous shit.
Except for Ethan last year saying, how bad does Frankie want to go for a ride?
Yeah, it's just don't acknowledge Ethan in the questions
Why?
because he's always saying some random inside joke that no one's gonna understand, which is half of those questions, honestly.
Well, I miss Ethan, so fuck you.
Yeah, Carl misses you, Ethan. So you have to stop by on a Wednesday.
Or a Thursday, or whenever Frankie decides to schedule these.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about, Tony?
Yeah. What else?
Bro, this has been fun.
This has been real fun.
This has been a fun one. I haven't laughed this much in a while. I'm fucking geeking.
I don't know. I don't know what to talk about.
If you live in Pennsylvania, you need your car worked on, you need a tune, you need something fabricated, you got a JZ or an RB.
You need a livery install. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know about all that, but
Well, we're just doing it once.
yeah. Head over to Freedom Motorsports. Guys, if you want to know where we send our cars to get tuned or anything like that, it's Freedom Motorsports. So this is the man to talk to, or Andy. They're both over there at Freedom Motorsports, so check them out. Yeah, you guys got parts. We went through the parts already. Check the parts out.
Dude,
Yep.
Really nice
you guys
stuff.
got mad parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I could get time to do the uploads, because I probably got over 150, 200 parts that I just can't. I haven't had time.
Jesus.
I just came out with splitters, dude.
Wow.
Yes.
Bro, post this shit, Tony.
That's a lot of parts. 150 parts. is
150
wild.
parts. You're building a fucking. What
Dude,
are you
I
building?
got-
A
I got
fucking
so-
Harry Potter book of parts?
Shit. Yes, it is a giant book.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, I keep a zip drive and a hard copy.
Yeah.
Dude.
I like old school blueprints.
You need to set,
Yeah.
you need
So-
to get those on
That's
the
cool.
website.
I
There's
gotta come
probably
by.
people there who are looking for that shit, and they're like, "Why the fuck am I missing?"
Yeah, so bring the Harleys down.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And
Yeah.
and your
yeah,
whatever.
yep.
and your whatever.
And your
Thing. Yeah. We'll just hang out, bro.
We'll come down, check out the shop. Every time I go there, I usually just go in the front door, give them keys, and then leave because I'm like, why the fuck have I been out of the shop for 3 hours?
yeah.
But now I'll come by and I'll try to find you back there. But,
Hell yeah. You're not saying hi to Tony when you go in there?
Dude,
That's
I've ne-
crazy.
I'm usually buried in work.
Okay.
Usually,
And I'm usually
we
not
have-
even supposed to be out for that long, so
We have a front.
Yo, the whole shop is lit when you're gone for that.
I'm sure it is.
It's fucking like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
I'm sure Malcolm's throwing shit around.
They
like-
start playing Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, that actually sounds fun. That actually sounds like a
Malcolm
fun time.
cracks a beer open 9:45.
That is probably, that's what I'm worried about happening, actually. That I'm concerned about. Sometimes he'll walk out and you just hear, and he's like, time to get started. And then he walks in with an energy drink. And I'm like, all right, I see what you did there. All right, Tony, thanks, man.
All right, no problem, guys.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for having
much,
me out.
dude.
Yeah,
All
no
right,
problem.
guys. This has been another episode. Thank you so much. Peace.
That was fucking awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, man. Thank you for going out here.
No problem.
no
It was
problem.
fun. Yeah, I like driving.
I love driving, too.
Yeah.
I could drive for
I was like, oh, I got